This is Wacom with another string of art. Today is Sunday, February 17, 2019. We are gonna be doing a string of art where we're gonna be doing our third page of the Lubricus art book. I don't know if you know, we're doing a Lubricus art book over here. I don't know if you remember the Lubricus. It was a game created by Bosque Productions and published by Nexon of America. We are committed to finish lubricant samples that we announced back a while ago when we were playing the game, but we were pretty sure the game is not gonna be around to us, so we decided to do something to remember the game and everything. And created by us, the people in the channel, created uh, by the community, something that that will in some ways remember the peoples, uh, how also was a lawbreakers. Unfortunately, we not got the game between us. We just had the YouTube videos and everything that we always check from time to time. Pretty awesome stuff. Yeah, and now we are kind of committed to finish this our book that is looking good. It's looking pretty nice, pretty nice. We are gonna do the third page of the Titan class. I don't know if you know what we want to do in the Titan class. 2 pages. We are gonna finish the the third page, which is supposed to be base. Supposed to be base in it's gonna be this lady over here, the Titan lady over here. Yeah, this one over there. This is like a it's gonna be our third design for the thing. Yeah, we're taking the designs for the screenshot of the game for a lot of art from the creators, original creators, in order to do our fun art. One way to try to be the most accurate we can, but not tap into the copy pasting realm, the which we could be. It automatically defeats the purpose. It's not supposed to be copy paste. It's supposed to be fan made. You know, every single design we got, you can identify the characters, but you already know that it doesn't have the proportion of the original. It's not like 100% from the original. So in some way, you hint that it wasn't created by the studios. It was created by one of the fans. We're gonna make sure people that see this know that he wasn't created by the fan. It does, even though it's looking good, you know, that it was created by a fan, no, not by the studio. So yeah, the Lubricus designs for the characters is set up a pretty high level in character designs and everything. It's pretty awesome. They did a pretty good job. The game was super awesome, super nice. Still a game that I always say has a place in the gaming community. I don't know what it flaw in the way that it flaw. This is coming from the. This is used to be the victory screen for the Lawbreakers in the beta alpha, I believe. Yeah, I remember when I used to play. When you win, you get to see this. Yeah, this was the screen. This is not like a screen. Something that they did for to show. No, it was that the screen victory screen. That in my way, it was nicer than the original than the other one. The other one, it was cool and everything, but over here they kind of look like they are together. And the other one was like a more. I don't know if I can show you the others victory screens. Let me see if I can show you the current victory screens. The It was nice too, but I really like the old ones, these ones. It was pretty awesome. Oh, I don't have victory screens. Yeah, I should have some, because let me see if I can basically show you some from the internet. Break it. sorry people, I didn't know I'm gonna be touching this part of the game that was pretty awesome too. Oh, it's kind of low breakers. Let me see. Looking for the victory screen. So man, every time I look for low breaker stuff, it always appears one or two of those victory screens. And I don't know why it's taking so much to find. Like you see, this is the current or the last ones. It was like that. You know, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, but I don't know this one. It kind of looks different. Kind of looks better. You know, there's another one that is pretty famous. He's pretty famous. He always. This was another one. Victory screen. You know. Yeah, I like this one because it has like the effects and everything. You know, it wasn't like this one. Or what it is like this one. This one doesn't have the effects. They remove the effects and everything. It's more cleaner, but it's really light. Another thing is like every character is kind of different height. You can see it over here. You know, they're kind of different height. It looks better. You know, but you know I really they really did. They took a lot of nice decisions about it. People, this is the first streams of today. I don't know if you know. This is gonna be our first stream of today, the art. Then later on, we're gonna have another stream. It's gonna be a touch-outs and podcast stream. Pretty awesome, pretty cool, where we will get to talk about the games, community, and the channel and everything. So don't miss out. It's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty awesome. Yeah, people follow my Twitters. Let me put my Twitters. Let me tell everybody that we had a lubricant book stuff over here in the channels, you know. Uh, Another page of the lubricants. Let me put the lubricants thing over there. Fan Albert. Albert. It's in the making. Don't miss out at. Let me put my address. Come to earn some points for the February 20th. I give it away. Well, today, this weekend, a lot of people that is participating in the giveaways, giving a lot of opportunities. There is a lot of people that stop coming by. Kind of feel sorry for those people because it was giving a lot of opportunity to the other guys to get a position in the leaderboards. It is what it is, you know. Sometimes you think that people are gonna take advantage of that, but it doesn't happen. Let me put my Fuzzy Justice. Fuzzy Justice is one of my supporters of the streams. Another page of the Lawbreakers fan album is in the making. Don't miss out at come to earn some points for the February 20th giveaway. Yeah, I believe it's pretty nice, so people get the idea that we are working in the Lawbreakers album. Another page, you know, it is pretty awesome. I hope people don't miss out, so they get to get some points for the February 20th giveaway, which is pretty close. It's pretty close. It's only 3 days. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically technically 3 days left for the giveaway. So don't miss out, people. So you're participating again in the giveaway. So your name is over here in the leaderboards. Don't miss out. Send me a friend request in the Steam. in order to get the Steam gift card. See, you are going for the PayPal donation. You don't have to do nothing. Just give me the address when I tell you. When I begin to request information, just give me the email address. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm gonna tell you to follow my Twitter, people, because every single thing that I do, every single activity, I post it over here in my Twitter. Follow my Twitters. Yeah, every single information I post over here in my Twitter, so don't miss out. We're using the program Arrange, people. Remember, we are not being supported by the developer. We're open for business. If they decided to support, see, they think that I'm doing a pretty good job, that I'm helping them on some ways. Yeah, I'm open for that. Don't worry, because you, my viewers, are gonna be the first guys to know. See, something like that happens. Something like that happens. Even though I like the software and been promoting like a for many months now, you know, uh, we need to do the full disclosure. We need to do the full. At the moment, we are not being supported by the developer. We are being supported by Fuzzy Justice, which is one of the my viewers that are coming over here. Basically, my viewers, my followers, are the people that supporting my streams over here. So, yeah, just I like the software. I think it's a great value. They offer a great value. Look how beautiful these people did this thing. Yeah, I believe that they offer a great value, and that's why the reason I'm promoting very heavily this software. Don't miss out. It's pretty good. So you want to know more about this? Check it out at the Arrange Twitter. Follow the Arrange Twitter, which is very nice, pretty awesome. Go by there, check it out for yourself. Raykins, welcome to the stream, Mr. Raykins. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Raykins. I hope you're coming ready to have some fun. So don't miss out. Stay over there so you can take the points, more points for the February 20. Oh, you're in the top. Yeah, Raykins is in the top. Ready to get. Remember, Raykins, to send me a friend request in the Steam. I believe you are there in the Steam, so I can give you the Steam gift card if you are going for it. So you're going for the PayPal, you only have to give me your email address when I tell you. Don't worry now. Only worry is you don't have this. Yeah, I believe you did already. Yeah, you were one of the first ones that did a long time ago. The problem is, I believe you're using another name. I believe you're using another name over there. Yeah. Just showing so you don't miss out. So you remember. So you did it. You can feel free to put it in the chat. So you already did it. Yeah. People, we are using Wacom tablet. A Wacom tablet is another of the products I'm using. Pretty awesome, pretty compelling. They just launched a new pen. The Wacom Pro pen is slim. I believe you can use it with the different tablets that they have. Let me check it out because I believe this pen you don't have to use it with new prompts, new Pro pen, Sims Jumps, Wacom Professional pen portfolio. Pick up a Wacom Pro pen too, and it looks and feels like the real thing. Start using it, and you quickly recover just how natural and digital media experience can be. Suddenly, you're drawing, painting, retouching, or writing with a true pen on paper feel. The pen is the heart and soul of Wacom and its vast product line, designed for creative input from the Intuos Pro tablet family, Cintiq 16 and Cintiq Pro Creative Pen displays, as well as the Mobile Suit Pro series. The company is dedicated to delivering. Speaking of the time, Wacom has always, I believe that you use it with the tablets. These pens are using those pens. Don't believe is just the looks. No, they have a lot of functionality inside, so it kind of feels like a real thing. Yeah, mine's pretty old. I have to buy a new one because the first one get destroyed, so I have to buy a new one. They kinda uh, improve a lot of the feeling when you do. But yeah, because Wacom and everything is all about the feeling. It's all about how it feels to work. Oh, this is the block of the Wacom. Yeah, it kind of feels different from the first one that I has. Yeah, put precision performance and figure. This is the Wacom Pro Pen 2 build for Wacom Mobile Studio. Wacom Sentinel, you see, with the different tablets you can use this pen, and it really enhance a lot of functionality, a lot of stuff, which is pretty nice. The good thing about these pens, you can change the tips. You know, you can change the tips. So if you want it to wear off, you can get another tip. You know, a lot of tips for the pen, which is pretty nice. Oh, this is felt pen snips. Wow, pretty nice. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff. We're using the Wacom tablet, which you can do pretty awesome stuff, as you can see. A lot of artists are using it. Look at how cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna spend so much time. Check it out. Follow the Wacom tablet Twitter. You know, you will glad you did because it's a pretty awesome. Let me see if I can use the GIF I always use for the Wacom tablet. Yeah. Follow the Wacom tablet Twitter. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty nice. So you know more about, you know. Don't forget to know more about these things, which is very important. So you trying to do some art and everything. People, the next week we're gonna be playing Paladins. You know, giving another stream to Paladins. Pretty awesome game created by High Res Studio and published, created by Every Mojo Studios. Yeah, Every Mojo. They just revealed it the other day that the game was created by Evo Mojo Studios and published by High Res Studios. Which is pretty nice. It's pretty nice that they're giving the credits to the real developers of the game. Which is Evo Mojo Studio, I believe. Don't comment on that, but I believe that it was a team from High Res Studios dedicated to create Paladins. You know, they just basically separate themselves from High Res Studio. You know, they're still a High Res Studio. You know, but now it's like a kind of separate inside the company. So you know, it was Evo Mojo Studio. You know, it's a team different from the High Res Studio. So people know it's very clever. It's pretty clever, you know. So people know there is a dedicated studio for Paladin, and they're not using the same resources for everything, you know. That's why they get able they were able to release a lot of content from that game. That's why they were able to release a lot of content from that game because they were working with another studios. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty nice, pretty awesome. Remember, this is the first stream of today, so today we're gonna have a lot of streams. It's gonna be the stream is gonna be like a kind of little late, but it's very nice because it's just talking, me talking about games and everything. You know, pretty awesome, pretty nice. This is the current state of the leaderboard. In 3 more days, those people, 5 people gonna get the loot. You know, this give it away we're doing over here. We're trying to give an opportunity to the most people. You know, it's gonna be community for the most people. The next give it away people is gonna be a little low. It's gonna be instead of be 25, it's gonna be 20. This is one of the changes that coming from the give it away because we were doing a lot of give it aways with the 25 value, and now the budget of the giveaways is getting a little bit affected. Instead of taking people out from the giveaway, we are gonna lower the values a little bit in order to keep doing it. You know, to keep doing it because it's a fun thing that we're doing in the channel. It's a way for me to say thank you for your participation. Thank you for being here, for being loyal in the channels and everything. You know, so don't miss out. Yeah, it's not gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a little bit less. The goal is not that. The goal is to go and do and be more values. You know, instead of 20 is 30 or 40. But not everything goes sometimes in the way we want it. Sometimes is it becomes difficult situations. We have to adapt. We had to adapt. That's what we're trying to do. We're not trying to take him out right away, but we are trying to adapt to the current situation. The economy is at least the economy for me is not been great lately, so I have to take some measures in order to do the continue doing the things that we want to do. Continue doing the things that make us happy. I hope be coming back to 25 or coming back to 30 in the future. See everything that goes better, but this is gonna be our last giveaway of 25. The next giveaway is gonna be 20, but it's gonna be fine because we are gonna continue doing it. Continue doing it. See, you are pretty. See, you are really liking it. See, you're really liking it. What we're doing is gonna be better. We're trying to introduce new things into the channels, to see if I can improve that situation. But otherwise, this is what it is right now. Yeah, people, let's jump into the creation of the characters because the time is at the essence. Without knowing, the time goes super fast. We got half an hour talking about jabs, which is a pretty good time, to jump into the action. I got the drawing in my other screen, so I can see what I'm doing. Pretty nice, pretty cool. Yeah, the Titan Bone Shed, it was a pretty nice class for the game, Low Breakers. A lot of people like it. Let me see if I can show you a video pretty quick so you know what we're talking about. Yeah, it was pretty nice. Low Breakers channel. A lot of people was using this class, the Bone Shell class, the Titan class, to play. It was pretty compelling because it's a crowd control kind of class. Killing the enemy without mercy. Destroying every single part of the enemy team, which is pretty good with the CRISPR and the hammerhead rocket launcher, which you can use to almost one shot a people in the face. Yeah. This is the male part from the enemies, the breakers. It was basically this game wasn't like a bad guys or good guys. It was like a bunch of people fighting for different goals. The breakers' goal was kind of dark. Destroying the moon and killing everybody without mercy. But it didn't mean that they were like a bad people. They just was destroying things in order to get the goals. Yeah, they weren't like 100% bad people. It was like the goals are totally different from the other ones. The other ones, it was like a basically police people, trying to defend the city and everything. That's why the law, they call it the law because they were working with police, they were working with government agencies and stuff like that. Even though the before that they were like in the same group, like basically the lifers are they are lifers in the law, and there are lifers in the breaker side, I believe. Yeah, because I'm telling you that because Baron that guy and the what is the other Harrier, Sunshine. Even though they belong to different factions, at some points I believe they were part of the life for both of them. Part of the same faction at some point because the technology and everything. This is Sunshine. The technology and everything look kind of almost the same kind of technology. And the same thing with with this guy Titan and the other Titan. I believe in some part they weren't like some kind of friends or being the same way because they kind of look alike. But this is me talking about James, you know, the guy, the wikis online, the Lowercase wiki, so you can learn more about it. As you saw in the trailers and everything. Pretty awesome class. The Titan. It was super effective against a big group of people. You know? Every time you see a lot of people together, the Titan jumping. Good, everybody with a mercy. If we are gonna be trying to do this the fastest I can, because the time is at the essence again. Bonchel is a lady. It's a lady that used to be an MMA fighter in the Lord of the Lawbreakers. She used to fight for fame and money, you know. But she get tired. She get tired of that. Like, man, this life is beautiful and everything, but I'm not doing nothing for the community. I'm not doing nothing for the humanity. So she enlisted herself into the law. You know, she began to work with the law enforcement. Taking account this is in the future. You know, this is no current laws or anything like that. This is the future stuff. This is in the future. So MMA fighters join the police in order to stop criminals and everything like that. You know. Basically, I believe in current days it's kind of possible to that, you know, because MMA fighter, what is an MMA fighter? MMA fighter is an athlete, person that dedicate their life themselves to compete professionally into the, yeah, I believe they can in some ways, you know, go and help the community by joining the law enforcement stuff. I believe it's possible because I remember a fighter is a person that, as long as they have a clean record, because that's the point. There's a point with the police. You need to have like a clean record, man. See, you've been doing crazy things. You cannot be in the police. You know. Although the police sometimes make mistakes, you know. Sometimes police, they got the license, you know, to stop people in the streets and everything, and to ask questions and many other things, you know. They sometimes they make their mistakes and everything. But all depends in the current situations, you know. See the life was threatened, see the life wasn't in dangerous and everything. All that situation, it is taken in account in order to allow somebody to join the police, you know, to be in the police. It's pretty tricky situation. It's pretty tricky situation. I don't know, man. Taking account how difficult it is, that profession. I never was inspired to be part of the police and everything because it's tough. It is tough stuff. It's not easy stuff, you know, because you basically have to work always thinking the things uh, about the law. You know, you know, as you are a police, you know are above the law. You are in the law too, like a normal person. But at the same time, you have to do your job, which is pretty difficult to do. Basically, those people put themselves in difficult situations all the time. Difficult situation all the time. That's why we need to give it some credits, you know. Because you begin to analyze every single point, every single aspect. You say, man, this is tough. It's not like the soldier. The soldier go to another country or go to the battlefield to do some mission, some stuff. They kind of have like this license. I don't know, to do a more. I don't know if they have to know the laws of that country or something like that, but they kind of are protected from some different laws. The police basically is still uh, under the influence of the law, where they are doing things. But don't comment that, don't take it what I say with a big grain of salt, because I am no police. I'm just talking little things that I already heard about it, because I got a friend that was telling me he was trying to go to police and everything. He was telling me all the things that need to be in order to be police. Like I say, man, it's kind of hard to join that. He said, yes, it's hard, man. You gotta be like a clean record and everything. You need to be. It's not easy. It's like a going to college, you know. It's like a going to college. He stopped doing it. He not continue. He said, no, I'm not gonna continue. But the process is very long process. It's not easy at all. You know, it's kind of difficult. You know, it's not easy at all. The process is pretty crazy. It's like a going to a very prestigious university where they require a lot of stuff in order for you to join. Yeah, that class was pretty awesome. I meet a lot of people that was playing this class all the time. Like I had Sogito, one of my viewers. Uh, he used the class all the time to play when he was playing this game. He was using the Titan class, which it was a pretty awesome class. Yeah. Um, it deals a lot of damage. It used to deal a lot of damage, and at the same time take a lot of damage. Yeah, this class was difficult class to kill. It requires like everybody to shoot at the same time. The place that was using the Titan in order to put it down. It was pretty difficult, pretty crazy stuff. Again, the armor of the Titan has a lot of details, a lot of like armor plates stuff. It's kind of hard to draw. I'm trying to do the fastest I can, because my goal, everything I do, those art things, my goal is always to finish the same day. This is yeah, it's basically one of my goals to finish the same day. I'm kind of aware that sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes it's not possible to just finish everything in one sit. But we're trying, we're trying to do these things right in one sit. Let me save it. Yeah, because I don't want this to get lost. It's gonna be the Titan 3. Titan 3, the title is gonna be Titan 3. Yeah. Which is it's the third page for the low bracket art books. People, we're going pretty fast. We did a Valkyrie, the Enforcers for the low side, and now we're doing the Titan, which is pretty awesome that we are doing kind of fast these things, and having a lot of fun in the process. Yeah, this drawing this thing has been a lot of fun. The most fun was for me was the Valkyrie, the first one. I don't know. I tried to go in the same, from the roster, uh, in the same order from the roster. From the roster, let me see if I can find the roster so I can show you. Yeah, this is the roster. I'm going basically the same order of the roster: the Maverick, the Vanguard, the Force, the Titan, we're here. Then we're gonna do the assassin lady. The first one is pretty tough. It's the banger. It's like the character with most details and more crazy little things and everything. It was pretty tough, you know. It was pretty tough. Uh, it's still I had to revisit. Still I had to revisit the class because the it kind of look many of them kind of look kind of odd, you know, kind of the pieces and everything because it was too many little things, many little details and everything. But it was like the most fun. It's one of the classes that I don't think twice if I have to come back. You know, I'm not gonna think twice if I have to come back. It was pretty fun to do. Yeah, it was pretty great, pretty awesome. Yeah, I'm not saying that the other was like the enforcer. The other classes wasn't good at all. You know, I'm not saying that. Because the banker has like a lot of details. It's like a high technology stuff. I really like to draw like a high technology stuff. That's my main drive. That's why I say that the that's why I say that the banker was like one of the best, one of my most fun classes to do. Because the banker class it, it is it was very entertaining because it was a sci-fi. It's like a sci-fi kind of lady. You know. They did a pretty good job with the design of the banker class because it kind of look ahead of this time, but at the same time it kind of looks grounded. Like it is possible to that technology to assist. This is one of the things I'm trying to say. You know, it looks futuristic and everything, but it is possible for that technology basically to assist. It's not far fetched. Like people sometimes say far fetched, right? It's not just out of the blue. It's something that you can basically replicate. And almost every character of the Lawbreakers is like that. It's grounded. So you check it out, the pieces of the suit, you basically can replicate it without any problem. You know, basically can replicate it without any problem because every single little piece and every single little thing is it's related to something in real life. Every switch, everything. So you basically can buy those things in Home Depot. Do you want suit of the banger? You know, because you basically can find those pieces, those things, which is pretty nice. You know, look at the Titan. The Titan, the armor plate is pretty unique, but it can be done. You know, it can be done. So you're a person that can do those fiberglass stuff. I believe you can do those because it's only shapes. You know, it's only shapes and everything. Uh, you can find many of those little things. On the bells and everything else. It's not so galactic like a lot of characters for all the games that it looks so galactic, so out of this world that you say, man, I cannot replicate this. It doesn't matter if you replicate; it doesn't look natural. Hollow breakers kind of look natural because they kind of run like the mask that she has. You can find masks that looks the same because this mask was like inspiring real mask, you know. I mean, almost every single part of the suit of the people is basically inspiring real life counterparts. That's why I'm telling you it's kind of easy to do. Yeah, the people to make the first trailer of Lawbreakers, they kind of do the suit for the enforcers. They do the original suit from the game to the enforcers because the design of the suit was like a grounded in reality a lot, which is it makes easy for people to cosplay. It makes easy for people to work with it. I'm just trying to make the face to have like uh to make like a reference, but I'm not gonna detail a lot of the face because this is not the original. Uh, the original. This is not gonna be the final proportions. Remember that the lady is full body. It is full body. So it means that we are gonna scale down a little bit. Yeah, we are gonna scale down a little bit. There's so many this design, because this is not the final. From time to time, we're gonna be scaling down, because it's supposed to be full body. Supposed to be full body, so a lot of the details is gonna be like tiny. That's why in the initial drawing we don't do a lot of details. We just do reference, what I call it, reference lines and everything like that. So in order to try to nail down the original proportion of the design of the characters, to be closer to the original proportions of the cat. Maybe we're not looking for real proportions. We're not looking for the same. Oh, it has to be exact the same. But we're looking for what we're looking for is to look good. Make sure it's looking good. Make sure it's looking almost like the original. You know? Without get caught up in the little details and little. Oh man, it's 512. It has to be 512. 5 inches, 12, 5 feet 12 inches, stuff like that. When we're not trying to be super perfect in this. We just try to have fun. This is the part. We just try to have fun. There are still games like Lawbreakers around. We got Paladins, we got Overwatch. They basically survive the hero shooter apocalypse. Lawbreakers couldn't survive because the studio behind the Bosque production was basically an indie studio with 60 people only, not even 100 people. Some people claim it was 70, 80. Yeah, it's not even 100 people. It's tiny. It's tiny. Star Citizen has like around 500 people. If you look every single CU, get deep into every single studio that survives. Like every Mojo studio is huge, from high res. I don't know how many because I am not researching like heavily that studio, but it was more than Lawbreakers studio, so they couldn't keep up with the content. The Paladins studio was doing like content every single month. It was like doing every single month. Another thing that helps the Paladin was like those characters are cartoony, kinda. I'm not gonna say easy to do, but it wasn't like a realistic like the Lawbreakers one. Lawbreakers characters, you can see from far away that they were more harder to do. Because it was kind of realistic looking. The shaders and everything. It's not easy at all to do, not easy to replicate. That was a pretty crazy stuff because Bosque Production was an indie developer created by pretty experienced people. Basically, it was like a double A developer to have an idea. It was almost there, the AAA sign with the graphics and everything, but without the budget behind it. The lubricants, I believe, cost like a $30 million, something like that. $32 million. Not a lot for games. When you have a thing of people or artists working, you go behind people that work in Fortnite, people that work in Far Cry, in Fallout, people that work in Planet Side 2, people that work in the Division, in the Division, the Part 1. You got people that work in many, many games that went to post-game production. It was people from Epic Games working in Lawbreakers too. At the same time, they were working in Fortnite. So, yeah, Lawbreakers wasn't like a just a one studio kind of thing. It was like basically a, a joint forces from many studios, many. They crowdsource a lot of stuff. I really met somebody that doesn't work for Bosque Production directly, but they did a lot of work for Bosque Production, which is pretty awesome that you can do. The studios can do that, you know. They did a lot of work. Like, oh yeah, I work on this. Yeah, it's pretty nice. If you look for Lawbreakers art stuff, you're gonna find a lot of artists that work for Lawbreakers that it was like a time stuff, They work for 2 3 months, then they come back to the company or whatever. I don't know how they did it. A lot of freelancers people too, you know. Like yeah, the studio was like 60 plus, but the game was touched for many other people that unfortunately couldn't stay in the project like full time, but they went jumping in, jumping out to help making Blue Breakers a pretty awesome game. Um, those people really did a good job. Man, I was watching. I think I got. I believe I got. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, in some ways, rest a little bit from the. It's good when you do art to rest from the art and don't go like a 2 3 hours directly into the process of doing. So it kinda guarantee that you will do something beautiful. Yeah, let me show you games. Lawbreakers. We got Eric Guerrero. Eric Guerrero is a freelance concept artist, professional designer, but he did a lot of stuff for Lawbreakers, like this Chronos comic that explains how Chronos was created, basically. He did a lot of stuff. This is Chronos, was a criminal, Josh by the system. This is the all that time. This is instead of being an electric chair, it's like a electric helmet. That's why the helmet come from because they use the electric helmet to give it shocks to the people. They were kind of experimenting with him. They were kind of experimenting. You can see like the doctors putting something crazy up there. Because in the futures, I believe one of the ideas of jails, police stuff, is to take people from the streets, you know, uh, teach them stuff, um, put it back into the system without. Wow, that's pretty gross over there. Put it back into the system. Why it's too strong that thing? Oh, for me, at least for me, I don't know about you. Put it back to the system like a better person. But in the future, they're trying to put it back like basically like a super soldier or something. They were experimenting with him and everything. In that part, they wanna kill it. That says like the electric chair because because he was killing people. He was pretty crazy. But what happened is that I don't know if you see the part. They put like some kind of chemical in it. I don't know if the doctor did it without authorization. He became stronger. He took the heat by the electric helmet instead of electric chair, and man, he just went. He just destroyed everything. You see, that's how Cronus was created. From that point, he kind of get control for the electricity stuff. Everything thanks to this part for the, you know, when these people was talking bullshit, they weren't checking in the doctor. This guy, the doctor. You know? Maybe this is Frank. Maybe this is Frank. You remember that was experimenting with himself all the time. Maybe he put something while the people was talking. Wasn't not paying attention at all. He was doing crazy. Nobody expect that. Nobody expect that he becomes like a super soul, Superman, basically. Kill everybody without mercy. Escaping from the jail. Pure fantasy, because this is in the future. It's supposed to be like in the future on it. Pure fantasy. But what I tried to showcase is like this guy, Eric Guerrero, was one of the guys that did like a lot of art for but he's a pretty nice guy, pretty nice stuff he does. A lot of art for Lawbreakers. There is another person. Let's see if I can show you. So you have an idea. There is another person. Chris Wells, yeah. Looks marketing art, Chris Wells. Spare card artist, Ubisoft, a ballet for freelance. No, he did this stuff too. That you already saw in the game. Chris Wells, a lot of rendering stuff, you know, for the marketing art. Chris Wells, yeah, pretty cool. Tato Max, which is pretty nice. Chris Wells. This is all the work that has been done. Yeah, those characters has been done by many artists at the same time. Look at the concerts that he did for the Baron and Sunshine. This character was like basically created by many people. It wasn't like a one people person. No, look at Radical Heights. Remember Radical Heights? We got Lawbreakers. A lot of Lawbreakers. He did a lot of Lawbreakers stuff. Oh, Gears of War too. He was in Gears of War too. You know, we got. There is another person. Let me see if I can have Chris well. Oh, that's pretty crazy. I don't have more guys. I used to have more guys. Let me see if I can. See if I have in the art because I got an art session apart in the. Yeah, it's over here. Art. Ben Nicholas. Bosque produces concert art repository. Oh, I believe, yeah, Bosque production has a lot. It says who did, I believe, that bank of map. Oh, it doesn't say. It doesn't say who did it. Yeah, but it was a lot of people, I almost have the I almost have like every single artist from that made like a Lawbreakers stuff. Yeah, this is not Lawbreakers related. Yeah, the idea behind it is like a lot of people work on the Lawbreakers characters. They basically outsource so many artists arts for many different artists. Which was pretty nice, you know. It was pretty nice that a lot of people get to be part of the pretty awesome game that was Lawbreakers. Yeah, you can check it out. ArtStation. It's a pretty good website with a lot of art, to draw from, to learn from. These people do awesome stuff. They put it for free over there for you to enjoy. It's pretty nice. Pretty exciting times we live in. The stuff like that basically was like a closed doors. Nobody was like a basically able to see nothing like that. The product was released, but nowadays artists they pride in their creations. They post it online for people to see. almost everybody has tool that protects them from people from copying or using in other products, which is pretty nice. You know, we live in a time when the laws give the power to the people to learn new stuff, and it's pretty good. It is pretty good, man. Yeah. If we had to. That's why you see a lot of problems with the copyright. Just that's why you see a lot of people that when copyright new copyright laws came in place, they go right away and analyze to inform the people and everything because if they don't do that, if they don't make a noise and everything, some companies could change the copyright law so people cannot do like a fan albums or anything. Because at the end of the day, all those IPs, all those products are very important for companies because they make their money from that. And they have to protect in some ways their IP. I can understand it, you know. I can understand where they come from. It's not just pure malice. That doesn't come from a point of malice, you know. It's come from a point of it's not madness or anything like that. Madness, yeah, I believe that's the best term to use. That doesn't come from a point of madness. At the end of the day, they have to protect the well-being, you know, the money, the products, because they rely on that. That's something that people need to understand. But protect you at the same time. Protect your products, protect your thing. It's not like forbid your community to do things. Forbid for the people that pay for your product to do things like eyeball breakers. You know, in some ways, I don't have the game anymore because they close it. You know, we understand why close it. We can agree. We can agree. You know, all of that because basically the developer behind the studio is a guy that was talking all the time, explaining every single thing. You know, what's happening in the company, why we cannot do continue. You know, it was explaining. We need to understand. You know, we need to understand. We kind of feel a little bit broken, you know, because we cannot play the game anymore. But at the same time, we need to understand the all the things behind it. You know, all the things behind it. No, we are not 100% blind. You know, we are not 100% blind of what happened because we weren't into it. We weren't into. We were there basically at that time, playing the game, reading the news. It, it is what it is. We cannot bring it back. You know, no, none of the community has the power to bring law breakers back. Wow, this is looking pretty bad. It's time to erase all the things. Yeah, I don't know. In some ways, I can not see something that I have to see. Yeah, we kind of understood. We kind of understood what happened behind it. We kind of agree with the terms, you know, because when a company cannot do anymore, when a studio, game studio cannot do anymore, it cannot do anymore. That's it. There is no more thing to do. It doesn't matter if you was a pretty good fan of the IP, if you really like the game. Uh, the studio cannot do anymore. They cannot do anymore. That's the that's the thing that we need to understand. Um, they can bring battle breakers back to life. Yeah, yeah. Any studio can bring battle breakers back to life because I believe Nexon of America they got everything over there. Yeah. You know, it could be good for Nexon. It could be good for the IP to bring it to another developer that maybe wanted to continue. Both key productions at some point didn't have the resources to continue. That's why they joined. That's why they joined Nexon, and that's why they joined Nexon at the beginning, because again, the lawbreakers really need a lot of resources to do it better, to continue. It's not like easy stuff to do. Whatever say, whatever person say that lawbreakers was a easy stuff is far away from the reality, because lawbreakers, even the graphical, maybe not now at this point, because a lot of people has the same technology already, but when lawbreakers came in, they're trying to innovate in the graphical design. Bring affordable games at good price, like a $30 maximum, something like that. Pretty affordable games. They still look good. They still look awesome. That's one of the plans from Lawbreakers. That's why I was supporting Boss K Productions like 100%, because I can understood since the beginning what they're trying to do. Trying to put in the hands of the people very affordable games. At the same time, they look good. They look pretty awesome. It was a pretty good goal. Anybody that play games could understand, like, oh yeah, I want that pretty cheap games with, not cheap, but pretty affordable games that looks super awesome, that looks super good, that looks all good. That was the thing behind it. A lot of people didn't understand that. Man, they criticized the price tag for the game, something the game was super cheap. People criticize that, like, the name, the things that they say at the time and everything. I was watching, everything. Say, man, well, how you complain about $30 when you got games, $60 games? Of course, Lawbreakers didn't offer the amount of content from a $60 game, but they weren't pricing the game at $60 either. It's like, you need to understand that. So those are the things that we need to understand. I understood right away. A lot of people didn't understand. Like, oh, this studio, it was just because Lawbreakers look good. A lot of people thought that Lawbreakers was created by a big AAA studio, just because the looks for the game. A lot of people say, oh no, they should make it better. They dropped the ball and everything. Say, man, why you say they dropped the ball? See, they did a pretty good job. It was judged. The game was judged like a AAA developer, AAA game. Because of the look of the game, just because the game really looks good. It paid the price. It kind of pays the price. A lot of people was criticizing because the game really looks good. It basically paid the price for that, because a lot of people thought it was a AAA developers behind it. It was like a lot of people working. If they demand the content, they demand, like, oh, you should do this content because Hi-Res is doing it, because the Overwatch is doing it. Like, Overwatch was compared with this game all the time. Like, man, you cannot compare a AAA game against a basically an indie game, with 60 people. You're talking about Blizzard. A huge company, one of the biggest now in the game. We artist that has like a lot of years working in those IPs. This is a new IP, created by a bunch of guys that has the experience, because they're coming from other companies playing, working in other IPs. I don't wanna lie. In the game, Lawbreakers really show how experienced are those people. But there is a point in the creation again that you need people. You need more artists. You need more stuff in order to keep up with a monthly update or 3 months update, 2 months update. You need more artists. You need more manpower. That's what I call it, manpower. Because it doesn't matter how awesome your artists are. If you only have a couple, you're gonna suffer the consequences. That's one of the things that people didn't understood about the development process. It takes time. It takes time, man. And you know how the manpower behind it to do a monthly update or stuff like that. Because let me tell you, they did a lot of stuff. They did a lot of stuff. On top of that, they did a lot of stuff. They was making a new map. They were like updating every single time, every single week. It was something new in this game. It was something. I don't know if you remember the Twitter. It was like almost every single week you got something new, something little but new, like a little tweak over here, a little tweak over there, a little event over here, a free weekend, this that. They're trying to do. They put it like a different version of the same maps, like 9 maps and everything. The It was looking good. I really like the 9 maps, the promenade 9 map, the Blood Moon, which is another version of the red. How they call it? The original red something. Um, yeah, the Blood Moon. I don't know si you know about the Blood. I don't believe they did. Blood Moon Lawbreakers. Yeah, this map was like a variant. Yeah, the Blood Moon. Red Falls from Red Falls. Yeah, it's a variant from Red Falls. This is a one on screenshot. They did it this, which the original version is beautiful. It looks beautiful. This is the gay version, and in the night from Red Falls. They call it Blue Moon. They did a lot of stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff in the game. The a lot of people didn't wasn't paying attention about how they were doing many things. The promenade night. This is the promenade during the day. Or they went to. We can see the. Yeah. This is the. Oh, this is from Jonathan Beach. This is the promenade during the day. I'm gonna show you the promenade in the night. Let's see, promenade breakers. See if I can find. This is the. Oh, this is too little. I found a picture, but it's too little. See if I can show you the promenade during the night, which was pretty awesome too. Man, we were playing, having a lot of fun in these maps. As you can see, if we are having a lot of fun, the ST and this after almost a year, almost September is gonna have another year that the game closed because the game closed in September 2000. Well, I'm gonna show you this little. Oh, that's weird. I only find out this little. See, this is the night version. I only find out this a little picture. This is the version, and during the day, this is the night version. The same map with different. That looks totally different. Uh, they weren't trying to do the same with Reactor. The red falls. Let me tell you, this one red fall was like a total conversion. Yeah, it was like a total conversion. Low breakers, reactor night. Yeah, they were doing the same thing with reactor. They show. Uh, well, there is a lot of pictures of low breakers that are been disappearing. Yeah, that it's gonna be a time that none of those pictures we're gonna find it. It's gonna be a time that it's gonna be hard to find those pictures. No, no, I don't find. The reactor was like a basically announced, but that's why it's kind of difficult. Let me see if I find in the channel. It was announced in this rapid fire patch 1.4. Oh yeah, look, this is the reactor, during the night. It's kind of difficult because they just show in the rapid fire stuff. It's kind of difficult to find it. Yeah, that's how basically they're gonna look. They couldn't release it, but they were working on that. You have the new Valkyries. I got the new Valkyries pictures for the new map, the new map pictures they were trying to do. Let me see if I can put over here. Yeah, this is the new map that they were trying. A total new map they were doing it, looking for to release it. It couldn't. They couldn't release it. Very awesome. This is like a abandoned Valkyrie base that we're doing. One Valhalla is called. That was one of the maps, the first maps announced for the game. But because it has a lot of complexities, a lot of it's like a combination of natural stuff and buildings and stuff. It's abandoned place, has a lot of details. They couldn't release like on time. They were working since the beginning. They were working on this map, all the details. As you can see, it's gonna be a inside close quarter, yeah, outside area too, between the trees and everything. Remember that this has to be basically how you call it, basically it has to be related to the gameplay of the game. You just can't do a map, that's it. It has to be optimized for the gameplay of the game. Optimization was a pretty huge conversation when they talk about this map. It was something huge, it has to be optimized for the game to run it, because it was like a bunch of trees outside. It was like a base around a bunch of trees, like in the woods, inside the woods. It's like a secret base. It was abandoned too. So they have to take into account the game, the map is gonna be working 100% for the game. They can just make a map, that's it, and call it a day. That's one of the challenges for they have. That was one of the challenges that they have, and that's why one of the reasons that they shouldn't release it since the beginning, what in the way that was planned. That was one of the map that they did. They can announce it since the beginning. It's supposed to be released on launch. Supposed to be released on launch, but it wasn't possible for them to do it. It was pretty complex. It was a pretty complex map. yeah, but it is what it is, man. We kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of sad, you know. I'm kind of sad for everything that happens to Lawbreakers. I did have my fair share of gaming in Lawbreakers. I really play a lot. Let me show you. Let me show you because this thing has the register over here. Lawbreakers, you see the hit. They really have. I believe I have to. I can install it, but it doesn't gonna run. The store is gone. There is no store. But the people that bought it, we still have the game around. You know. Uh, I got my hours 760 hours playing for Lawbreakers. Capture a lot, many beautiful screenshot. That was me looking at the bloody lasers from the medic. You know, screenshot all the things. My wins with the people from the community that was playing. You know, me playing with other people. You know, pretty awesome stuff. The wins of the people that win to me, you know, they killed me without mercy. Me taking loot. I got the videos of all of that. I got videos, which is pretty nice. This is Batman and me playing against people. You know, our winnings. Uh, yeah, that was good times, man. Good, super times. The best, the best times in my life, man. The best times in my gaming life. The best time was Lawbreakers. It always gonna be close to my heart. This game is always gonna be close to my heart. Um, it's gonna be remembered forever. It's gonna be remembered forever because the experience that they did with this game, the experience that this game offers, is it's too hard to find in another game. You know, even though I'm playing other games that I'm having fun and everything, but the experience that Lawbreakers offers, it was unique. Look at the chat. People just nice, lol, GG. People was having fun all the time. In the chat everywhere, you can see people in the make content you put on YouTube. They were talking about pretty good the game. It wasn't no negativity at all, despite of the bad news, the bad press, because the media killed this game. Media killed this game. You know, the media was so focused in the developer, the Cliff Bleszinski guy. They weren't looking at the game. They weren't looking at what happened, what Cliff Bleszinski was doing. They don't want. The media wasn't talking about what the Cliff Bleszinski was doing, how awesome game was doing. They were talking about the past, things that happened a long time ago, things that are not relevant. You know, when he was working in the Gears of War, when he was working in the Bulletstorm, you know, media was bringing those things back. And for us that we weren't joining the game, it was not important at all. It's like people. That guy came in from retirement. That guy came in from retirement, tried to make a new beginning. Hey, let's help them. You know, let's help that guy. Let's close the page for the past. You know, let's come back brand new. You know, let's come back brand new. Oh, did he say a couple things? Yeah, he said a couple things. You know that maybe shouldn't say. But why the product that he's making has to pay for that? You know why? Why all the developers that he put together had to do with it, had to pay with it? Just because one guy in the company say something that maybe you don't agree with, you know, uh, you're gonna uh, make the other guys that work in the game, because the guy was the boss. Klibrzinski was the boss. He wasn't even working in the game. He was the boss of the company. So just because he says something that maybe you didn't agree, now everybody has to pay. Now every single developer, that are pretty awesome people, that get to play with him. Now they have to pay just because you didn't agree with something that he said. Yeah, like doesn't make any sense to me. That should have stopped because again, it happens to the Battlefield 5 too. Even though the CEO left the company, the people are still bashing Battlefield 5 because he say something like, man, the guy just left the company. You're gonna judge, you're gonna, basically put all those developers in a difficult situation just because you didn't like what he said. What he said was kind of harsh. I'm not gonna deny. I'm not trying to protect, but the association, he left the company. The developers there, they're trying to do something different. They try to fix the the mistakes that were made. Let's give it a chance, man. Battlefield 5 is a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. Why am I not playing now? Because my last Battlefield was Battlefield 3. That was my last Battlefield. I didn't like the new style Battlefield, how they not talking about the graphics, talking about the gameplay. It wasn't it didn't feel Battlefield to me. That's why my last Battlefield was Part 3. I didn't buy Battlefield 4. I didn't buy Battlefield 5. Or Battlefield 1, the World War II one. They call it like that. It's kind of confusing. It's kind of confusing. It feels like they tried to reboot the franchise. Uh, yeah, a long time ago, even though I have all the Battlefields before 3, I got 1942, 1943. 1943 was a digital download from different for Xbox 360, PS3, I believe. You know, it's kind of difficult to keep that one because that one was a digital only thing. Pretty good, pretty good. It was like the World War II, the best, one of the best. After 1942, but Battlefield 1943 was like the best World War II game. I didn't play the Battlefield one. It did pretty good. Let me tell you. Oh, why this is creating the illusion with the pen? I don't know why it's doing that. Is it setting in the canvas? It's pretty annoying, man. Oh, I believe this is something in my tablet. It's digitizing that. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's something in my tablet was creating that thing. Now make sure your tablet is pretty clean, so you're gonna be running into those problems. But still for the pen, it doesn't do nothing for the pen. For the another tool I'm gonna use after this, it's gonna be the pen. Yeah, I don't agree with. I don't support the idea of kill the game just because one person in the company made a mistake of say something they're not supposed to be saying. That's the idea. That's what I'm trying to say. It was harsh. I understand, but we cannot make everybody pay for it. The whole company, make the whole company pay. People that doesn't even agree with what he said. You know, he's still working. Man, he got friends that didn't agree with him. It wasn't not just the gamers. It was not just the gamer. It was a lot of people didn't agree with what he said. I believe, man, they can say no, but I believe that's one of the reasons that he left. Maybe he said, I had to leave. I had to leave. Had to make something. Yeah, he left with a lot of money, but he kind of he said maybe I don't I wasn't there talking to him or anything like that. But maybe he say I had to do something different. I had to leave. I made a mistake. Let me leave. That in my eyes is kind of fair. You made a mistake. You know you cannot no agree with a lot of things that happen in the industry. you know, go to other side, go to other place, you know. He wasn't fired. He just left. He said, ah, that's it. That's my point. I'm not gonna back down from my point, but I'm not gonna stay over here either. Bye bye. You know, something like that. So as a gamer myself, see if I like the game, you know, my priority is the game. You know, my priority is the game. A lot of people that doesn't follow the news, they're gonna buy the game. They're gonna have fun. So why not? Just because I know something, I'm not gonna have fun. No, I'm gonna crucify the whole studio. No, buy the game, enjoy, man. If you like Battlefield, you should get the Battlefield 5. You should get the Battlefield 5. Doesn't matter what really happens, you know, in the past. You should follow that. Because what's gonna happen in the future? Maybe Battlefield. You remember what happened with more Command and Conquer? There's no more Command and Conquer. The last Command and Conquer, the 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 release, it was a mobile version that nobody agreed with. They get together. Let me tell you, the team get together now to do another Command and Conquer because they kind of say, man, we need to release a proper Command and Conquer. People want a proper Command and Conquer. If that work, I believe they're working. They're working now. The original team from the Command and Conquer, you know, a lot of people from the original team. I'm not gonna say every single guy, but a lot of people from the original Command and Conquer, they get together, say, let's do this. Let's do this. The gaming community needs another Command and Conquer. That's what they're doing. But we gotta hope now that maybe in the future we are gonna have another Command and Conquer. We gotta hope. But it is a pretty crazy situation. That the same things could happen with the battlefields too. The same thing could happen with the battlefields. You know that nobody does battlefield, but no developer does battlefield. It disappears. Right now, Command and Conquer this disappear. You know, so you wanna play the Command and Conquer, you need to play the old games. They are pretty good. Let me tell you. You should play those old games. Though you know they doesn't look that old either. You know, Command and Conquer the general, the last one, Command and Conquer General, it was like the best one. It's still there, and it is pretty good. You know, there are like a lot of mods and stuff that make it better. So you should play those games. You should continue playing those games. You know, it's pretty good. Don't wait for the new ones to release. You got the old ones that are doing pretty good. Maybe you are tired to play all the old ones. Maybe you want new graphics. A Mortal Kombat with Mortal Kombat, a Command and Conquer with new graphics. Maybe you know it's understandable. It's understandable, and maybe that's what a lot of people are waiting for. But yeah, that the same thing could happen to Command and Conquer. The, the same thing could happen to to Battlefield. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the same thing happened to Battlefield. It is sad because there's a lot of people that really want liked Battlefield. You know, there is a huge amount of people that really like Battlefield. I was one of those guys that I was like, oh, man, Battlefield. It was the best game out there for me. Still, it's a pretty good game. I'm not putting down, you know. But it's not the same experience for me. So instead of criticize, you know, because that's another thing, man. I stopped playing Battlefield, you know. But I didn't run to my YouTube videos to try to tell to the people that the game is not good anymore or anything like that. No, just stop playing. That's it. Stop playing. That's it. Because I really like the franchise. I got hope that it's gonna be better in the future. But I didn't run to tell everybody, oh, it's not working for me. Because one of the reasons I stopped playing Battlefield wasn't like the game was bad. No, Battlefield 3 was my last Battlefield. Yeah, I really like Battlefield 3 a lot. I really like Battlefield 3 a lot. Like the new graphics that they put over there. I'm still a fan of the Frostbite engine. I consider the Frostbite engine a pretty good engine. You know, like the Unreal, like Unreal Crisis. All those engines are pretty awesome. Frostbite is pretty cool engine too. I don't got nothing against it. Um, yeah, I didn't want to just try to destroy the IP or anything like that. I didn't. I stopped just because it was different. It didn't feel like a Battlefield to me. It wasn't bad at all. Graphical wise, it was pretty nice. The gameplay was pretty good. They introduced Rush. The Rush from Battlefield 3 is pretty good. It's like the Bad Company one. It's like the Bad Company one. I really like it. Uh, Fully destructible buildings that was introduced to, and that time it wasn't like full like a Bad Company, but it was pretty good too. You know, yeah, Bad Company makes it makes pretty awesome stuff. I did have a lot of. I can't. I believe still people playing Bad Company too. It was a pretty awesome game. You know. Uh, but it wasn't oh, this game is not good anymore. I'm gonna stop it. No, it wasn't like that. Nothing like that. I just didn't feel like Battlefield to me. I stopped playing. That's it. No bad at all. No bad good game at all. I didn't say it's bad. No, sometimes it happens. Oh, this game I was playing for my whole life. It doesn't feel like it's a very subjective stuff. It's pretty subjective stuff. Maybe you can agree with me. Maybe you cannot agree with me. But it's a pretty personal stuff. For me, it didn't feel like a Battlefield. That's why I stopped playing. That's it. But I bought Battlefield 3. I got in the origin. That's it. It wasn't oh no, this game is bad. No, this game is not bad at all. It's pretty good. But I didn't feel like it to continue playing Battlefield. That's why I didn't feel like it to continue playing Battlefield. Could jump in the future? Yeah, it could be. See, they do something that I really don't like it, like the World War II. It's not like I don't like it. It's like I'm still tired about it because I came from playing games like a Medal of Honor, the old ones and stuff like that. I really play a lot of World War II World War II games. You know, so I don't want to continue playing World War II games. Kind of tired of the World War II stuff. Let me tell you, World War II stuff, war games are the best because you got those guns that are challenging to use. The Springfield is pretty challenging. You don't have all the bullets. You know how all the bullets. You have to reload it. You have to be uh, pretty aware of the ting. Every time that sounds that ting, you need to reload. It's kind of challenging. The World War II games are the most challenging World War games. If you never play it, you should play it because you kind of feel. You just don't feel for the enemy. You feel for your own like equipment and everything. It's challenging. Those guns are challenging, which is it brings another layer of difficulty, which is it's always welcome. It's always welcome in war games. Totally different for modern combat games. That you got this advanced weaponry that can do miracles. Like you don't worry about a lot about equipment. Everything is automatic. Everything is like on rails. It's not like World War Two is more grindy. It's more grounded too. You're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problem with your equipment. You're gonna have problem with the terrain. The terrain. You're gonna be in places like jungle stuff like that, or buildings that are destroyed. That pretty busy, pretty busy maps. World War Two maps. They're trying to do the real thing. Uh, you're gonna be in maps with a lot of details, with a lot of things going on. That's what people like at World War Two. It's a lot of detail. stuff. It's a lot of details and stuff. And, but I'm kinda done with the World War II games. But this is a personal thing. It's not like oh, this Battlefield was bad or anything like that. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. Yeah, in the future, see they. You know which one I'm gonna guess if they do? The Battlefield 2142 that still has it. I still has it. I'm not gonna show you a screenshot or anything because they kind of copyright the visual content. Yeah, but that's a new thing. Visual content, people. So you do something visual, the developer can claim that too. That's why I'm not showing no videos or anything. I really bite the bullet the other day, thinking I'm gonna get I can show something from the Battlefield 2142. Basically, most video, I believe the pictures I can show you, but the video is the problem. You cannot show video from that game, which is pretty odd to me. Trailers, a lot of trailers, you cannot show it anymore. Like I'm being showing trailers, and then they copyright me without mercy. Yeah, it's kind of sad. Yeah, that Battlefields, if they remake it, that's totally that's a must buy for me. Battlefield 2142. I'm looking super. A lot of people are looking forward to that. If they hinted in the Battlefield 3, they hinted there's a vehicle. I don't know in which map or something. There is a Easter egg. With one of the vehicles of the Battlefield 2142. I believe it's like a helicopter kind of. Yeah, yeah, they got it. They got it there in the Battlefield 3. That's why I buy the Battlefield 3 because it has a lot of reference, a lot of stuff, you know, from the Battlefield 2142. They kind of hinted we're gonna do it, or we are working into it, But it was only a Easter egg, something funny for the people, something to remember. A pretty awesome Battlefield game, which is the Battlefield 2142. That was kind of killed by the company, basically. People was having fun playing a lot. EA say no more, bye bye. Close the servers. It wasn't doing hard. I believe it was the reason because the problem with the EA, people we need to understand. I'm not defending EA or anything like that, but something that we need to understand is that company requires a lot of sales. When they release a game, if they don't sell good or they don't sell in the way they expect, and they just have to close it. It happens to Battlefield 5. They didn't close it; they're still there. But they say the Battlefield 5 it didn't do good. Even though it sells $7 million, sell 7 million of units. Yeah, 7 million of units. I don't know if that was worldwide or only over here in USA. 7 million of units is pretty good. Yeah, sorry, it's not $7 million. 7 million again. That again for EA that only sells 7 million for dollar. It could be a pretty fail. It's a fail. But I just made a mistake. It's 7 million of units, around 7 million for units. I believe he sell more because they never released the original. They never released the original amount because they need to protect themselves. But it was around 7 millions of units. Yeah, repeating a lot of so you know, so this is not like dollars. It's 7 million units. Yeah, it still was pretty bad for them. It was a loss for them, because it's a huge company, with a lot of people, a lot of employees. They set the bar for themselves too high, See, they wanna continue. I believe in the future, if they wanna continue doing games, they need to restructure the company. Okay, a company that again that does so good like that, 7 million for units, is still no good for them. They need to stop doing whatever they're doing they need to restructure everything. You know, they need to basically come back with a company to the drawing table, bring back the company to the drawing table. 7 million of units of a game sell, maybe sell like that. Man, this is a lot. That's a good sale. That's a good sale. Any company wanted to to sell that many copies. 7 million is a lot. It's still not good for them. It's still like, oh man, we lost. We lost the money in that game. You what? you know, uh, we got to do it better. Maybe talking like that. I was like, really, man? It's like man. They making records in EA games, making records, selling games. It is still not good. Like, really? You breaking records? You are still not good. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's the part people don't like about EA. Like, man, stop doing the way, stop doing the things you do, man. You should come back to the, you should because it's still not good for them. 7 million units. It's incredible. I cannot believe it, man. I cannot believe it. Battlefield 5 didn't sell bad. It didn't sell bad, compared with other games or other. But it didn't sell bad. It sells pretty good. But for them, it wasn't that good. It was like a failure. So I still cannot wrap my mind around it. Like a $7 million is a good sell for any other company. If for them, it's like no, it's not good. It's just a failure. Let me check it out my system. If for them, it's like, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of people was like me, like, man, like a really, how is that? How is that? Did you sell more than any other company out there? Even though all the bad news about EA, even though the press and everything, they still selling their copies. They still doing his job. For them, it's not good. So they need to do something. They need to do something. Yeah, the stocks drops, poof, down. Basically, Apex Legend is the game that is saving EA. They put the stocks up. It was like a Apex Legend. But for Battlefield, 7 million units sell. It still dropped the 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 stocks. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, they need to fix that company. There is a problem in the company. They need to fix it. It's not about the games anymore because people like those games. People like the games from EA. It's not the games. It's the company. They need to do something. They need to do something quickly because they're gonna disappear. Look, Apex Legends is the one that basically saving EA. You know, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. They need to fix the company. They need to do something about it because it's not working in the way they're supposed to be working. How much time is gonna be Apex Legends in the top? I don't know. Real numbers has been released like a 10, 100 million people playing. 100 millions? 10 million, 10 million, 10 million people playing. I don't know how many now, but when they released it back in the day, it was like a 10 million people playing, which is a lot for a free to play game that didn't have any marketing. It's still in the top in Twitch, you know. We cannot see the charts in the. We cannot see the charts in the Overwatch is taking some places too on Fortnite. Overwatch was like a down there. It's taking some place. Call of Duty, I don't know, man. Call of Duty, they gotta do something. Call of Duty because it's going down. Like every single time it's going down. They gotta do something. Um, and Anthem release, it didn't do nothing either. It's doing good. It's not doing bad. Anything for be a new IP, you know. It's not doing bad, but it's in the first row. But it could be. But it's not. It's not like a lot of hype behind it. It's not a lot of hype behind it. Yeah. This. Well, with Epic's Legend in the top is gonna be difficult for a lot of people, for a lot of other games to get there. Make Apex Legends sales figures. 1 million players in less than 8 hours. Oh, that's pretty crazy. 10 million players in 3 days. You know, yeah, it's doing pretty good. It is doing pretty good. People gonna take 1 minute. I'm gonna take 1 minute, 1 minute only. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna see if I can get some coffee and do a couple things. You know, remember that we're doing the third page for the Lawbreakers Hardbook, the Titan class, which is looking super. Is looking good. Every time I begin those drawings, I always think like, a man, I'm not gonna be able to pull it off. In some ways, I'm pulling it up. You know, in some ways, it's not bad at all. It's looking nice, looking great. I really liking it. I hope you like it too. I hope you like it too. Yeah, I'm gonna come back in 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna continue doing these streams. Yeah, people, I'm back, and I'm back for more Lubricus art book in this art stream, which is pretty nice, pretty awesome. It's looking good. It's looking good. This is the third page for the Titan class. It is looking awesome. Yeah, we're gonna do the other classes in the future too. This art is gonna be big. It's gonna have a lot of stuff. Um, it's gonna be totally free for the people that come in to the channel. People that follow me in the Twitters, people that come into the channel, people that watch my YouTube videos. Because I'm gonna put links in those videos. I'm gonna put links in those places for the people to grab basically a copy of Lawbreaker stuff. You know, Lawbreaker art, which is it's looking good. It's looking good in my opinion. It's looking pretty nice. It's a way for me to say thank you to the people that watching my streams and to have fun, to have some fun. Because I really like to do these drawing things. It's not like it's not like 100% just work. You know, I really like it. It was something that I set out to do it for a long, long time. Oh no, it looks like it's another tablet. I believe this is the setting in the canvas. Canvas setting. I kind of take him out the grain. Damn. So it doesn't do that, but it looks like a this pattern that I show. Yeah, it looks like a this thing that I show. It, it does that. This thing kind of look like. See, if I put it like that, let me see. If I put it like that, I believe it's different. Let me see. Oh yeah, I believe. Yeah, it has a difference. It's totally different. Yeah, I believe it's this setting over here, which is making everything different. Yeah, the my idea behind this it was like making it with no patterns, you know, no patterns at all. I believe there is a way to do it, but I don't know how. Yeah, it's pretty. It's there. The pattern is there. But that doesn't happen with the pen. With this, it doesn't. You always you're gonna the line work at the end. It's not gonna be effective for that. It's just like a. I believe the brushes and the is affected by that because it give you like a more artistic look. Because this at the end of the day, this software arrays is like a more artistic than technical. So it doesn't matter what you do. You're gonna have to deal with those artistic stuff. Uh, I'm not doing not technical work at all with this. It's pretty fitting for what I do. That's why I use the software because it's kind of the software does the thing that I really want to do it. Like it's an artistic, it's an art book. So basically, I am in the right path. But there's so many things I need to learn, and the software still has to learn the software. I don't know all the things. I try not to learn all the things for the stream, so people can jump in and tell me, "Oh, you gotta do this." People participate. I'm open to suggestions and stuff like that. Um, but it kind of surprises sometimes. From time to time, they surprise you. Some things surprise you from time to time. You need to be aware of those. those things. Oh, it's like a kind of better. The settings they did, it kind of better. Everything. Yeah, yeah, you can tweak. You can little, you can tweak because it's almost everything over here is sliders. You know, sliders. You put it back. You put a, you go right, left, sliders. You don't have to. It's not like back in the days you had to put like a parameters, numbers and stuff. You still have to do it over here. Deal with numbers and stuff. But it's in a minimum because the software was outrage was designed for artists, for people that doesn't want to deal with numbers and stuff, just want to create art. You know, it doesn't mean that they don't know. Doesn't mean that they don't know. Like, oh, this software is for people that doesn't know. No, it doesn't mean that. It means that they are more worried to create art than be dealing with numbers and stuff like that. For me, it's the pinnacle of development. So you're gonna do a software or something. Try to do it the more human possible. More human possible. Because computers are designers to do the calculations. Why you still you do a software while the people still have to do the calculations? That doesn't make any sense. You need to avoid that as a developer. That's what these people are doing. They're avoiding those things by putting less worry about the numbers and calculation and more about the art. Basically, to make possible, you can create art without worrying about the parameters and numbers and tweaks. At the end of the day, it's not like what you're looking for. At the end of the day, you just want to do art, which is in my book is pretty positive when the developers does that kind of thing. Um, the angle, the angle of this gun is too stiff. I have to rotate a little bit more because it's too. Let me see if I can rotate it. Yeah, let me see if I can do something. It's like a more like that. Yeah, that's how they have it in the original. It's not it's not supposed to be so horizontal. This is more portrait than horizontal. How you call it? The angle of the gun is more like it's more like this. Yeah, this is the lowercase guns are pretty complex, man. They always has super crazy shapes that is kind of difficult from the what you maybe see in movies or stuff like that. It's difficult to relate because it's in the future. They kind of keep around it, but they still has a lot of those crazy shapes. It's complex shapes into it that when you want to replicate, when you want to do it, it's super hard to do it. It is super hard to do it when you're trying to do something with it. I don't want to put the whole character smaller in order to make it fit the gun. In the original one, you can see this part of the gun. I'm not gonna put it smaller because then what's gonna happen is like you're gonna get more of everything less than the characters. I try to showcase the character. I don't wanna put a little smaller until it disappears because right now it's super small. Yeah, right now it's super small. I don't want to put it smaller than that. Good thing it's looking good. It's not looking so awful like I thought it's gonna be. There's a lot of little details that I'm not gonna be able to put in the original, in this thing. I'm not gonna be able to put it because it is a little small details that could vanish after. That you're not gonna notice. You're not gonna. Yeah, there is a lot of details that I am not putting into it to make it look cartoony. Because the difference between cartoony and realistic drawing stuff is the details. The realistic stuff has more details, you know. It lacks exaggerated, lacks exaggerated uh, elements like the head. In cartoony stuff, always the head is big, is almost big, big eyes, big head, big mouth. In realistic stuff, you try to keep the proportions uh, smaller proportions. You know, basically mimicking the reality. That's why they call it realistic. If that makes sense. Yeah, there is something over here that I don't get it. Let me see if I can. Oh, I have to erase this. Not so much. Yeah, it's pretty good. People are gonna say thank you to the people that support my streams. Those are pretty awesome people that subscribe to my channels every single month with a mercy. I'm gonna say thank you to one of my subscribers. Her name is she changed the name from Fuzzy Shetties to Fuzzy Panda Sacks. I'm gonna say thank you to Fuzzy Panda Sacks. Yeah, they changed everything. Even put a bitch behind it. She was using another team. Very awesome. Yeah, thank you for the subs, Mr. Fuzzy Panda Child. Thank you for to subscribe to my channels every single month with a mercy. I really appreciate it. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome that you still supporting my streams with a mercy. Keep it up, Miss Fuzzy Panda Shack. Panda Shack. Looking forward. She announced that she's gonna come back to the streaming. Or she's looking into it to coming back to streaming. So I'm looking forward for this Fuzzy Panda Shacks for your streams too. They were pretty awesome, pretty good. I don't get it. Why sometimes life, real life, gets so tough to the people that had to stop doing the things that they like. It's pretty tough. Paladins is gonna be our next game that we are gonna be playing the next month. So you like Paladins, don't miss out. Remember, this is our first streams. We're gonna have another streams later on after a couple hours, so don't miss out too. Remember that February 20th is gonna be our giveaway. So it's not gonna be in the stream. You know, it's not gonna be on stream. It's gonna be basically. It's gonna be basically. We're gonna contact you. We are gonna contact you uh, by Twitch Whisper. You know, Twitch Whisper. So check it out your Twitch account because you're gonna have a message for Backup TV. See, you are in the leaderboards. See, you are over here in the leaderboards. You're gonna have, you know, the. You're gonna have the notifications. Don't miss out. Wait for it. Yeah. Our books, Lubricants Art is gonna be totally free for you people to download. So it's getting good. We got a lot of pictures already. We're gonna continue doing it. You know, it's gonna be pretty awesome, pretty nice, pretty awesome, pretty nice. So you know what with the things that we're doing this channel, it's pretty good. Yeah, but let's continue this drawing thing that we're not trying to do like a 100% original uh, copy of the original or anything like that, you know. But what we're doing is looking pretty good. It is looking pretty good. At least in my own definition, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, the back part of this thing is not like a red. It's like a cone. Yeah, it's like a cone shape. Pretty light, pretty light. Kind of look like a straight up tube, but it's like a cone shape kind of thing. Or at least the parts the the parts that are in the thing, they kind of go like from big parts like this to little parts. Kind of create a cone shape. Yeah, that little part over there is gonna be like that because I'm not gonna shrink the I'm not gonna shrink the drawing more that is shrink in order to get like a deco into the picture, and it's not gonna happen. It's gonna be cut a little bit like that because that part is not important. It's like the last part of the gun. I believe the last picture idea about this, it has that, so you can check it out. Her hand is over here. You know, it's like a holding it. It's like a holding the thing. Yeah, it's not like that. She's not holding this part. She has like a hand. That thing has like a handle, specifically for the hands. It has like a handle. See, yeah. It's kinda difficult to see it because you all is like in the same color. Let me show you that part. You see, like I kinda difficult to see because everything is like in the same color. Kinda get confused. But yeah, this is the part I'm trying to do now. It's pretty hard to see that part. Yeah. I'm trying to zoom in that part, but the more you zoom in, the less you understand. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Those are things that happen sometimes from time to time. It's kind of difficult to. She got like a rounded symbol. It's like the tag symbol is over there. Yeah, she got the hands like in a different orientation, holding the. Kind of look odd. It's like that, like in that. Kind of look like kind of odd. Basically, it's like that. It has like a. But no, She's not grabbing this part. She's got like the gun has a handle for the hands only. So it's gonna be kind of difficult. But I don't see the handle at all. I don't know if they avoid the part or it's my eyes that are playing games with me. I don't know. Because it's close to that part of the gun, kind of look like she's holding that part of the gun. Yeah, it happens to me in every single character with the guns. The guns are kind of difficult to bro. It's the hard part of the. Gonna look good. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna stress more that part. Hands are difficult to do in drawings. I believe everybody is struggling to hands. Yeah, it is not like it's not like the hands itself. It's like a make hands that look like hands. It's kind of hard to do. Something. And maybe somebody see it. You draw with the hands. Somebody maybe for you it's good, but somebody says, hey, "Oh, it doesn't look like hands." For somebody, it's a very subjective stuff. The faces and the hands, it happens all the time. Those things happen with the hands and the faces. It's pretty crazy. Like for me, this face is not bad at all. I could make the lines better. I don't know, different, but it's not like 100%. It's not bad at all, you know. But for a lot of people, it could be super bad because faces and hands are pretty subjective. Those are the little things you need to have an account. But you're never gonna do it in a way that everybody say, "Oh, it's pretty good." Somebody else is gonna find something. Yeah, the hammerhead has like a mouth over here, like a shark mouth stuff. I really, yeah, like those all airplanes that used to have like a mouth, like a shark mouth stuff. That happens with the hammerhead. Has like a shark mouth. That part. Has like a lot of little rounded parts like that. This thing doesn't go straight up. It's like that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. That those guns are pretty crazy. They combine square parts with all crazy shapes parts. It's pretty crazy. But they look good. That's the best part of those Lowbreakers gun stuff like that. They look super good. They look like they assist. They really assist. Because it's inspired in real life guns stuff. They did a pretty good job with this game. They Bosque Productions and all the people that was working on this. They did a very good job. And this is how when you got so many people working in something. I believe it's kind of hard to keep the one idea. That's why you got directors and people that see every single piece of work and decide, because it's kind of hard when you got a lot of people that know the things. I believe the ideas work collapsing all the time. Like I know, I believe it's like that. Somebody else coming like, oh no, I believe it's like that. You need to change it because I got education in these things. So I'm telling you, it's like that. I believe the the kind of try to impose every single artist his point of view. But at the same times, I believe they should. Those are people that really know how to work with other people. So at some point they maybe They maybe, you know, for the sake of the game and everything, or whatever they doing, they maybe at some point say, "Oh no, it's the way you do. This is the way you say you tell me or something like that." You know, because yeah, you see, everybody begin to impose, you know, his point of views. Oh, it's like that, it's like this. They never gonna, they're never gonna do nothing. They're never gonna release nothing. You know. At some point, I believe they agree with just for the sake of continue. Oh, let's continue. Yeah, it's okay. Let's continue. You know, because it's. Uh, I read. I saw a lot of people talking like that. GDC talks and stuff like that. When they kind of give a glimpse of how the teams are doing it, they always talk about one, two, never get married with your creations. You know, never get attached on what you do because somebody gonna tell you it's not like that. And you should accept it. You know, so at some point of the development, you should accept that explanation. Say, oh no, we're doing it for this reason, or for this reason is we believe that in this way is better. You need to accept it for the sake of continue with the project. You know, because you know you're not gonna stop the whole process just because you wanna impose your idea. You know, those things are hot talk all the time, hot talk all the time in this kind of business because you got people that really know their stuff. You know, a lot of people tend to marry their own ideas to impose their own ideas. It's kind of difficult situations. You know? It's working out. I believe that they are dealing with the differences, you know, in a very smart ways. Yeah, when you're working with people, you know that you know sometimes you need to be you need to accept other people's opinion, you know, and continue forward because it's not something that professionals do. It's not something that professionals do to stop everything because oh no, it's not like I say. It's like he wanna do things because there are no kids, you know. That things I believe happens all the time. Yeah, but that's a hot topic in the team. You know, you will find people that doesn't accept your explanations, that doesn't agree with your ideas. So you need to agree with that and move on. I move on. Yeah, I believe I can begin. I can begin with the pen, do the draw, the lines, because I really wanna do the most I can in this stream. I don't wanna spend so much time only doing one thing. We're almost close to the end too. So I'm gonna try to see if I can begin to the drawing part. So I always put the layer opaque so I can do the line work in the over, you know, over the pen, the pencil one. The pencil is good because you can readjust, but for the final look, you have to use the ink pen. That's the one that I use, the ink pen, for the final look. So you can put it bigger like that is better for the lines and everything. It's pretty good. It's looking good. I'm kind of feeling like a little lag. I don't know. Uh, yeah, the pen kind of fix it, so you don't have to be like a perfect line, perfect. So you're gonna make a line, you don't need to be perfect because the software kind of fix it for you. You know, is the one of the things that I really like from this software. They kind of try to help you. They're not gonna do the software is not gonna do everything for you. You still have to use your skills. You still have to use your senses, your knowledge in order to do things. But I wish it really helps you a lot to get closer for what you wanted. That's why you use it. That's why we use softwares. That's why we use computers to do these things because the margin the margin of error is really minimized. It's minimized a lot in these things when you use a computer stuff like that. Looking good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to put these things in people's hands already. Although a lot of people come to the stream and watch it, I really wanted to kind of finish, to put these things in people's hands. A lot of the drawings that we're doing here are gonna be revisited in the future. To try to fix little things, I'm gonna talk about it, what we did new, or what we have to do. It's gonna be like an ongoing process. Let me tell you something. The color version of this it's not something that we are planning because color it takes it's gonna take a long time. So if we decided to do it, it's gonna take a lot of time because I'm not pretty good with color. I'm looking into techniques, that I can use and go like a not super fast, but going like a faster with the color process. In the case that I decided to use color in the future, so, it's not decided. It's not gonna happen. But if I decide and looking into techniques and stuff that I can use it pretty fast and I still looking good because I'm not planning to spend so much time if I go color. I'm not planning to spend like all the time doing color. Because color is challenging. Color is super challenging. But it could be. It could be. I don't discard the idea 100%. I just telling you don't get pretty happy because it's something that I am not confirming. It's not something like, oh yeah, we're going color. No, no. It's something that I'm looking into it to see if we can do it the best way. I still looking good. It could be nice. Yeah, it could be nice. It could be nice to do in color because this is a those drawings are looking good. If you imagine those colors, those drawings in color, it's gonna be looking better. Color really give you more more excitement to the everything you do. It looks everything look better. It could be nice, It could be nice, but it's not the plan right now. The plan is to leave it black and white like this. But I don't stop looking into. I basically know how I can do it right now because I was looking into it. You know, uh, I was watching other people's doing techniques in color that are pretty fast and still looking good. But let's see in the future. I don't know. Let's wait for the future. Maybe I decide if I don't find I like it. I want to do it like a Space Lords uh, art book too. I'm not confirming nothing. I'm just telling you that I really want to do in the future. If I don't do that, I'm gonna be doing color for this. if I don't do the space lords. Maybe I'm gonna jump into color this one. But those are ideas, you know. Those are ideas, possibilities, but not like I'm gonna do it, you know. Not confirming anything. But those are ideas that when I think about it, it really make me excited. Let's go color. Let's do this. Let's do that. Because why not? Yeah, that square part of the hammerhead in the top is key. It's key. I really, it always like call my attention. Like what is that part over there? Like a little radar. I really it's like a little radar because the hammerhead when you shoot it, you can basically they cannot follow the enemy. You know, they cannot follow the enemy. Not 100%. You still have to, but they cannot follow a little bit the enemy. And in order to for you to be effective, they have like you can detonate the you can detonate the rockets in mid-flight, which is was something pretty crazy. When House of Gideon told me, "Oh, you have to do this in order to detonate," because I asked him, "Man, why you are so effective? It doesn't matter where I am, you always hit me with the rockets." He told me, "Oh, because I detonate the rockets in the mid-air." I didn't know that because I never played with the Titan. I was playing with the gunslinger. The gunslinger is super fast. This guy was hurting me all the time. Like, what? How you do that? He told me, "Oh, I do this." At some point, I played with the Titan and was using it. I say, "Wow, it's super effective." The, the Bosque Productions developers, they think about everything, man. They think about a lot of crazy ideas that I never saw before. Unreal cannot do the same thing with the rocket launcher too, but no, when you have to like the rocket launcher in Unreal Tournament is pretty creative too. The same rocket you can launch like a grenade. You can detonate in air, you know, but not when you fire it like a rocket. The same rockets you launch it like a grenade. You can launch it like a rocket, like a torpedo. You can detonate too. But no when not when they are launched like a torpedo. Only when they are launched like a grenade. Kind of difficult to explain. You need to play the Unreal tournaments in order to understand. Yeah, so many features, so many craziness that basically you need to play the things in order to understand. Lawbreaker was like that. Lawbreaker was like that again. Like I cannot explain you. You need to play the game in order to understand what was Lawbreaker is about all about. Even the developer at some point they was like a kind of confused, talking about what is Lawbreaker. Overwatch, Paladins, Lawbreakers, all of that I come from Team Fortress 2. It's like the first game. Team Fortress 2, no. The Team Fortress in general, I believe, was like the first game that has like a classes that difference. They're very different one from another. No classes because the RPGs always has been classes. Has classes like the healer, this, that. But in a first-person shooter, like a Team Fortress was like the first or the oldest. Yeah, the first one doing it. With classes that are pretty different from one from another. People like it a lot. And they still people play the original Team Fortress. Team Fortress 2 is over there. It's beautiful. It's cartoony. It's basically where Overwatch took idea from Lawbreakers. But the old one is still people are still playing that one over there. is no, there is no shortage. You know, there is no shortage of people playing the original one. Again, like it has like a more than 20 years already. it's it's crazy, man. You know. At the same time, it really tells you when you do a nice game. Doesn't matter the years. It doesn't matter the marketing behind it. It's just a nice game. People will talk about it. People will tell to everybody. Basically, the people that play the game itself is gonna do promotion for you. Many games were like that. Many games were like that. And the new game now, Apex Apex Legends. That's why it's doing good because between. I'm not gonna tell you it's a great game. Like a lot of people are making the mistake, like, oh man, it's the best game. No, between the Battle Royale is one of the best right now. Between the Battle Royale, because it's a Battle Royale game. Some people say, oh, it's the best game. No, it's not the best game. Between the Battle Royale is pretty good. It's one of the best. Maybe it's the best in Battle Royale right now in Battle Royale. So we need to differentiate that, you know. Don't make the mistake to say, oh, it's the best game. It's between the Battle Royales. Maybe it's the best right now. And that game released with no marketing at all. Like every single piece of marketing they were releasing after the fact, after they released the game, which is pretty crazy. I never. Back in the day, it was like that too. Like the game releases, you don't even know that they release. But in this day and age, in this time, it's hard to see that. You know, a lot of games ain't needed like a prior launch, pretty heavy marketing effort, telling everybody that the game is coming, and it's gonna be awesome. All of that, it it's kind of needed for every single game. But Apex Legend, it was like, oh, we're gonna release a game. That's it. The next day they release it, boom, exploded. A lot of people say like I was a great strategy. He didn't. He didn't have it. He didn't give it time to people to criticize the game. So what happened is that people was jumping directly to the game uh, because the game was good. People stick to it. You know? It was like basically a strategy, marketing strategy that they were trying. A lot of people was because I don't know a lot of marketing, but people that know they told me like, oh no, there was a strategy, marketing strategy. They were testing out the waters. It worked for them. It worked for them, you know. It was yeah because because uh, because the game was good. The people stick to it. It really worked for them. When you do beta, close beta events or alpha testing stuff, people get into the game. Uh, if they don't like it, they're gonna tell you to everybody. You know, uh, Apex Legend basically destroyed that part of the. Yeah, Apex Legends basically destroyed that part. So they don't give a time to the people to criticize the game because they didn't see the game, they didn't participate in any beta, any alpha, nothing. Nobody participate. Maybe they had their own team, focus team or something intern in the company, you know. Because you need to take decisions like that. You need to know what you're doing. Because if the game is not good, they're gonna be there on arrival. But some people say that was good because people was curious to go, and they're gonna jump in right away. If they like it, they're gonna stay. You know, if they don't like it, they're gonna leave. Uh, Lo bueno que día beta, close beta stuff. The people was a lot of people was like pretty excited every time they close it, they open. People was super excited. It really, a lot of people really like it, the low breakers in the beta. I didn't like it in the beta. It was like a too hard to everything. It was for a new IP. It was like a kind of risky to keep it like that in the beta. At least at that time was a lot of people was looking like that. Like, I mean, this game is so hard, it's so difficult. You need like a lot of skills in order to play it. They kind of try to streamline that, to make sure people can get in the game and stay. Uh, Follow break is kind of hard because the gravity, you always flying. It's kind of hard, It's kind of hard game. It has a lot of features, a lot of kind of new stuff that people are not used to seeing games. Yeah. Uh, when Lawbreakers launched, they launched pretty good. They launched pretty awesome. But then they update the game with many things that a lot of people wasn't like requesting it. But because other games has it, they kind of feel the need to put in the game, but kind of destroy the. Some people was like, oh, we don't want another Paladin, we don't want another low Overwatch. Was mad at those decisions. One thing that I really see by what supposed to be a test, that was supposed to be a test, those updates, but they kind of leave it like that. I see that very negative. They're like, man, people not liking the update, they're gonna leave it like that, they're not gonna do nothing back. Not everybody embrace. I was embracing it. I was relearning. After that last update, the gunslinger kind of feel different because it was kind of nerfed in every single point. Because a lot of people was using gunslingers all the time. The rate it was different. They nerfed like a 3 times the enforcer to make it like a more easier for the people because those kind of classes was kind of OP. Yeah, those classes were pretty crazy. The Titan too, it has like some variation. Uh, People didn't like the update, so they say, "Oh man, I don't like the update." Uh, I kind of see bad that they keep it they keep it in. They should try. If people don't like it, take him out because games supposed to be in a testing phase all the time. It's supposed to be. You put something in the game, but that will happen with Paladins too. Paladins, they did an update, nobody likes it. They reverted back. They reverted back. They were pretty close to kill that community. They were pretty close to kill that community. Eh, but they reverted. Even I believe in the Paladins developer studio stuff. It was like a one guy that they had to take the had to make the decisions in order to keep the community together. A lot of people say like he was the Jesus, he was the savior of paladins because he took the decision that the community really wanted. Yeah, you can kill your game with an update. See if you don't are careful, you can change the whole gameplay of the game. That's why you had to try, you had to test, you had to. Hasugidons, welcome. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for your support, Mr. Hasugidon. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that you just subscribed to my channel. Thank you for that, Mr. Hasugidon. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome that you support my streams without mercy. Thank you for that, man. I really appreciate it. Really makes me happy. Give me the hopes that tomorrow is gonna be all right. Yeah, thank you for the subscription to my channel, Mr. Hasugida. Yeah, what I was talking is like you as a developer, you need to treat your game as a test all the time. As a test. Put something in the game, they don't like it, but take it back. You know, don't take don't take decisions that are definitive. Like, oh, it's gonna be like that forever. When you're working with people, you shouldn't take decisions like that. You should listen, try new stuff. It's not bad to try new stuff, but it depends on the community feedback. You gotta bring it back to the original. You know, you're not supposed to keep it like that. I believe was that's one of the factors. You know, I'm not gonna say it was a mistake, but it was one of the factors that lead to Lawbreaker's failure. Which I was embracing and say, oh, I can relearn my character. And I did. I relearned my Gunslingers. You know, it was nerf. Sometimes it was discouraging because sometimes you got these people in front of you. You're gonna kill it. You wanna kill it with the ultimate. It didn't happen. It took all the shots, still alive. But you run with it. You know, I run with it. Say that's the only way I can play Lawbreakers Arcade because I really like the game. Well, not a lot of people was in the same page. A lot of people was like, man, they totally changed my class. I'm not gonna continue doing this. Stuff like that, you know, which is kind of sad. That's why it's a community. You need to be careful with the communities. Not a lot of people are in the same page. A lot of people just say, no, it's too challenging, it's too crazy now. They just left forever. Yeah, the Apex Legend not being in close beta or no close alpha, anything like that. It was pretty good because it didn't give it the time to the people. That's why people explain it to me. It didn't give it the time to the people to criticize the game. You know, people basically accepted what and how it is. Because the betas and the alphas, that you're supposed to test it out. As a developer, you're supposed to test your game in your studio, close doors. You know, you're not supposed to let people test it for you. That was an approach the developer was using back in the days to make sure they're delivering what people want. But in some ways, people wanted to be surprised. You know, back in the days, back in all days, never was participating in betas or alphas. The studio was, oh, we released this game. That's it. People like it. You know, they stay with it. People that they didn't like it, they move on. But that thing, the alphas and betas, I don't see that it's like a 100%, 100% beneficial for the game because people get spoiled. some people get tired, you know. A lot of people I know they don't participate in early access or alpha or beta because they don't wanna get tired when the game launch. As a kid, I got into the alpha for a new battle royale called Spellbreak, but it feels so clunky and broken compared to how amazing Alpes felt right off the bat. Yeah, yeah, that's the main problem because now you got like a different now you got like a different view of that game. Now you are like in a maybe you are in this position like man, they're gonna be able to fix it or they're gonna keep it like that. And then, so I don't see the benefit for the betas and everything. I hope in the future for what Apex Legend did, the gaming community, the gaming industry practices of that kind of practice go away, like early access, beta stuff like that. Because I don't believe. Hasugita says standards are returning. Yeah, I hope that happens. I hope that with the Apex Legend launch, we get to see more games doing the same thing. Just release your game, test it out in your studio, polish it in your studio, secret, and then release the game when you think it's good. That that idea to make the customers test your game for you is not a lot of it's not good. People are getting fed up for that. Like, man, I'm buying this product for what they say is gonna be. When I'm playing and when I try it, it's totally different. It's not in the way that they say it. You know? If that marketing, that bad thing, it runs wild. It runs wild, killing your game or any prospect of any success in the future. So I don't know if the developers are thinking about it and not looking for the Apex Legend success, but they gotta do something because this idea to throw the to produce to the market for the people to test it out for you is not a good idea anymore. I don't believe it's a good idea anymore. The basically a lot of developers are exploiting the early access. Are exploiting. Man, there is some games that never came out from early access because they're making pretty good money in early access. The developer doesn't feel obligated to fix anything in those games because they're doing good. You know, that's the dangers of the early access or betas or alphas. It's like sometimes look at Paladin. Paladin was in beta for a long, long time. The difference with Paladins is since the beginning it was a very good product. It was a pretty good product. But Paladins, it was like a forever in beta, man. Like one day, I remember one day I launched. I said, man, after I believe two years, I went to Paladin and said, man, this game is still in early access. Wow. It was like that. Like I thought it was launched. No, it's still early access. Now they launched. Yeah, it's already launched, bro. When they wasn't beta, it took like a forever, man. Minecraft 2, it was like a Minecraft was like a Minecraft was like the game that really bring that test, give it to the people to test it out because Minecraft in alpha. I got that message from Minecraft, by the way. Minecraft in alpha, they were making pretty good. When the Minecraft was in browser, in order to play Minecraft back in the day, you used to have to go. It was like a website in a browser. You play in a browser. I remember back, long time ago. If that thing lasts over there, it make a lot of money right there. it lasts forever because to you was able to go in without paying no money. You was able to play the game, but you cannot modify nothing. You just can see all the things that other people do. You cannot modify nothing. You cannot do your own house. You cannot do nothing. You just watch stuff being made for another people. But if you wanted to create your own house or to do your thing, craft and everything, I believe you need to pay a little bit, a little money. It was pretty cheap. It was like a $5, something like that. That was the model. But at that time, Minecraft was like an alpha, something like that. If that thing it lasts for years, I believe the success of Minecraft was like a bring that idea. Like, man, I don't even have to release my game and make a lot of money because Minecraft did. You know, I believe that's was one of the main problems. Uh, if people run with it, like it's pretty awesome. That, people run with it. It works for Minecraft, but it doesn't mean it's gonna be work. It works for a lot of people. It works for Rust. It works for many other games. It works for I believe for Subnautica. It works for Subnautica too. A lot of people was jumping into the bandwagon to do the same thing. Unfinished products, like the people found it like that. So this, I came home and got the initial D8 Infinity arcade game working on PC with my. Oh really? Wow, that's amazing, man. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I remember that the arcade. I never play it. But I always see people playing the arcade. I used to have the manga. I used to have the manga in Japanese. That's why I never read it because it was in Japanese. I never understood. Um, yeah, but I really like it because it was kind of grounded in reality. They had like a real cars and everything. At that time was like a pretty crazy stuff. Like, man, this manga, it has like a real cars in it. In the game was like that, like a real cars. Yeah, talking at a time where video games with real car wasn't a thing. At that time, was not everybody was doing that. Well, that's pretty nice that you get to make it work. Well, there is a. I didn't know it was a emulator about that. That you can do that. Hasukitos, last night was my first time playing the arcade. It was so awesome. My buddies and I used to watch the anime in high school because we went to a mechanic specialty school, so we were all into working on cars and racing. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, there is anime. I never saw the show or the anime. I had to check it out. Now that you're telling me, I had to check it out because I got the manga. I believe from Shonen Jump. I believe is the company that make it. Because I got the manga, I never get to understand what was. I really like it because it was like a real cars, but I never understood what's going on in that thing. But now that you're talking, if you remember me about Initial D, I'm gonna check it out. Some stuff in maybe we got something on YouTube, stuff like that. I'm gonna check it out to get my update. Yeah, there is a lot of anime stuff that I had to check it out. I always wanted to check it out, but I never had the time, and I forget about it. Hasugito says it's something called Technopirate. It was a little troublesome at first, but now no problems. And there are many Japanese never Westernized games available. I also get Mario Kart DX arcade working with my wheel. Wow. I never saw the Mario Kart in arcade. Yeah, Japanese. In Japan, there's a lot of crazy arcades that we never get to see over here. Arcades are kind of difficult now to find. Back in the day, it was like the norm. Back in the days, arcade places, it was like a Twitch. It was like the Twitch back in the days. It was better than Twitch because you can see the people real. You know, nothing beats the real people. But it was a nice time. I kind of feel sorry for the new generation that never get to experience that. A place where people go play games together. You know, that is something that, see, you analyze, it's like something that's supposed to be now. You know, it's supposed to be now because people are more into games and everything. Uh, but that's not the case anymore. That is not the case. Well, right now it could be dangerous to have some places like that, where public places where people go and be together and everything. Hasukiris, I didn't know about that Mario Kart arcade either, but on my PC, it looks as good, if not better than the Never Switch version. Oh, really? Yeah, man. That's one of the things that arcades always did pretty good. The graphics, man. Those machines were pretty awesome with the graphics. Like many games, it really looks good. Like the original arcade for Samurai Shodown looks better than the Samurai Shodown version that people has now. This is totally better still. Games that were created 30, 40 years ago, it looks better than the version that we got it now. Hasukito says, where I live, there are a bunch of arcades showing up, bars with many arcade games to play, like an adult Chuck E. Cheese. So the younger generation is getting some of it now. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice that it's still embracing that thing. I remember when the arcade, I don't know about in this country, but in my country, arcade was in every single grocery store. It was an arcade machine, one or two. It was pretty nice back in the days. Now, it's good now that they have like places like this, arcades and stuff like that. Over here, when I live, there is nothing. There is nothing like that. Where I live is not a pretty good place to get out, to go out. Like there is no places for. I had to go to Boston, I believe. I'm pretty close to Boston. For me to go places like that, I have to go to Boston, which is a kind of shame. It's kind of shame that we don't have stuff like that everywhere. Back in the days, we used to have. I don't know about over here, but in my country, we used to have a lot of arcades everywhere. Also, guess, yeah, when I was growing up, most business had like a one or two arcades, pizza places, even some gas stations too. Like it was, arcade machines was everywhere. Now I understand why they disappeared. Now it's dangerous, you know. Now it's dangerous to be playing in a public place when arcade anybody can hit you, because I don't know what happened with humanity now. Everybody wanna hit anybody. Everybody want to fight everybody now. Now it's like crazy stuff. Back in the days, you can spend hours, you know, in an arcade machine, a public place. Nobody messed with you. Everybody was respecting. You know, back in the days, people used to respect more people. Even though people back in the days, it was kind of very influential about war and fighting stuff. you you was confident, man, to be in one place and public place. But well, people back in the days used to embrace public places more than ever, more than now. Now people doesn't wanna deal with public places too. Like back in the days, so you don't go out to a public place. You wasn't. You was you stay in the house. You was a pretty weird person. As I say, I kind of wanted to beat up the guys helping the initial D arcades this weekend. Oh, I kind of wanted to beat up the guys hogging the initial D arcades this weekend. Joke. Why? Why? Because again, they were playing a lot. They didn't. Oh, wow. Wow, that these people was crazy then. Those people were crazy. As I can say, they weren't sharing. One guy played like for like 6 hours. Wow, that was a lot. And what happened with those machines? This machine doesn't take coins. It's like you go over there, pay, and get in. Because 6 hours playing a game, you had to put a lot of coins, a lot of tokens and stuff. They got a lot of money then, or you don't have to maybe. Back in the days, you used to buy those coins to put in the machines. I don't know now how they work, but back in the day it was expensive. I don't know if they're still using the same system or so you only play once and get to play everything. So Gideon says, yeah, the anime convention we were at, they were a huge game run, and all arcades are set to free to play is included in your convention ticket. Oh, those are. Oh, it was a convention. Oh, I thought it was a place. It was a convention. Wow. They need to. When they do the convention, they need to have some staff that control that, so they give you opportunity to everybody to try the machines and stuff. Because if you leave a person playing for 6 hours, they basically taking all the convention time to. They're not gonna let nobody to try nothing. Like in the E3 stuff like that, they got somebody always controlling the time, so everybody get to try the things, you know. Hasukinas, that was the only game I saw being that cloud up. Everyone wanted to play it. Yeah, because that game looks cool. A lot of people know about Initial D, and I believe a lot of people is like me. I never get to to play it back in the days, and never get to understand a lot because a lot of Initial D stuff that I saw back in the day was in original Japanese, like the mangas, everything was like a in Japanese. As you can see in the machines they have like a lot of Japanese letters stuff like. Still in this day, the IP is no, it has not been like a West, be like a doesn't have like a lot of Western. It's no English, you know. It's still no English. Then maybe you believe, maybe you believe that oh man, these people doesn't want no money, that doesn't want to put this thing in. in American version, in English version. But I don't know. Companies sometimes act weird with their IPs and everything. I believe they got like beta games from the IP too. PlayStation 2 used to have like a lot of games, I believe, of the IP. Hasukita says, I never seen in real life, so I really wanted to play. I don't blame them. Yeah, yeah. The arcade was Japanese too. So you had to guess them. Oh, it's still. Oh, yeah. That's crazy that they didn't have like an English version of all of that. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. That's what I say. Those developers doesn't want no money, or I don't know, because a lot of people has a lot of curiosity about the IP initially. People always have very curious about it. But there is a many great stuff from Japan that never never get to never get to come to the Western audience, and it's kind of shame that stuff like that happens all the time. It's kind of shame that stuff like that happens all the time. Let me see if I can play a little bit of of the of the dark places, of the put a little bit of the shadows. Which is one of the things that we do with these black and white versions of the. Oh man, what I did, everything's lost. No, it's not lost. Let me save it because it's a warning. Hasukito says the one I have on my PC has a few English translation for characters and card names, but everything else is Japanese. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That almost no. A lot of IPs never get to come to the Western. Kaori Jockey, thank you for the host, Mr. Kaori Jockey. Thank you for the host. Thank you for spread the word about my channel, bringing more people to the stream. I really appreciate it. Kaori Jockey is hosting my streams with the messages. Keep it up, Mr. Kaori Jockey. Keep it up. Yeah, it's a shame that a lot of IPs from Japanese that they don't never get to come to Western in English. They never get to put in English. Because I really, they have a lot of stuff in Japan that do pretty good. It's like the Fantasy Star games, Fantasy Star Online 2. That it was supposed to be long time ago in USA in English. They didn't do it, so they kind of forced the community to make it in English by themselves, to mod it in English. I was playing that game. Maybe I play in the future totally in Japanese, because I refuse to mod it. I don't want to modify stuff. But I was playing in Japanese, having a lot of fun. The game is pretty good, at least for me, but I really like it. It's the official successful to. It's the success the sequel from Fantasy Star Online, the first one that came in in Dreamcast. Kaori Jockey, welcome to the stream, Mr. Kaori Jockey. Welcome to the streams. I hope, Mr. Kaori Jockey, that you're coming ready to have some fun, because that's what we do. Even though we almost closing the stream today, Yeah, I got 3 hours something. I have another string after this one. So this, I believe this this piece is gonna be finished in the next stream because there is a lot of stuff that I have to do. I still a lot of stuff that I have to do. I don't know why this. I believe it's in the settings. Oh, there is a lot of pressure. Yeah, it's the pressure. It's the pressure. It was a lot of pressure. Yeah, Cody Joker said, hello, pal. Haven't you played Apex Legends yet? Haven't stopped since they came out. Oh, Apex Legends is coming, but I'm giving. Let me see. It's coming after the next stream. Next week stream is gonna be Paladins. Then I'm gonna be playing Apex Legends. But I'm giving time for them to update the game. I heard many people are having problem with the PCs. It doesn't happen console, but on PC is having a little things that I don't want that happens to me. Like a lot of crashes. I was seeing a lot of people crashing and everything. So Hasogido, so you think it's only you? It's not only you. It's a lot of people having crashing. Some people cannot connect in the game. Yeah. So I'm giving time for them to patch everything and to do all the things that they have to do to the game for the game to be better. Because I don't want to jump in something that could destroy my computer. But I'm watching a lot of streams. I'm watching a lot of stuff. Mr. Ka. Sagina says, oh, I am level 32, 80, 188 confirmed kills. Wow, there's a lot of kills, man. For Battle Royale, it is a lot of kills. Cloudy Joker, Hasugita, nice. What do you mean? I have been playing Caustic a lot. Hasugita said was Bloodhound for my first 7 kills, then switches to Bangalore. Got a couple wins with Lifeline recently, so been thinking about switching to her. Cody Joker said, damn, my Mirage. Yeah, Mirage is pretty good because he can do decoys. Those decoys it really works. Those decoys, really works. Let me put a little bit. Yeah. Those decoys really work. Yeah, the game's pretty nice. I've been watching a lot of people playing it, and I believe I'm gonna jump in. I just waiting for them to fix it better, to fix the little things. Um, and to learn more about the game too, because I always try to learn about the games before I stream it. You know, this is not my channel is not a first impression channel. I not try to. Oh, I never played this game. Let's play it. No, I never review a game or criticize a game that I streams. Almost every single game that I criticize are games that I'm not planning to play. But the games that they are playing, I'm planning to play, I always tend to learn how to play the game, and to support because my first goal is to create community around the game, and to have fun. So that's why when I play a game, I let the people to teach me, you know. I know like many streamers that say like, oh, don't tell me nothing. No, no, no. Over here you can tell me everything, tips and tricks, how to do stuff because I want to learn. Basically, what I'm trying to say when I play a game is because I'm really interested in the game. That's the thing. You know, all those games that I have in my list, I really wanted to be good in those games. You know, I really want to play those games. As a guess, I haven't looked at Mirage yet, and custom I die with quickly the few times I try. Cody Jokers, I bought the coins to get them. As a guess, I am broke. I really like the grind in the games right now. I try not to buy nothing. I really like to progress slowly. You know, especially when the developers claim that the game is free to play. I really would like to see how free to play it is, because some games like are free to play, but you need to buy a lot of stuff with real money stuff. The only reason I buy stuff is if I really want to support the developer, you know. But see, I'm playing a game that I decided, oh, I'm gonna play for free, the way they say it is the game. I tend not to buy nothing because I really like the grind. That's the bottom line. I really like the grind. Game every day, play a little bit, get something. You know, I really like the grind. I'm not very desperate to have all the things. Like a lot of people want all the things. They all want things. You know, sometimes they don't need it, but they want it. They want the things. They just want the things. Hasogino says my network game is like a 2015. I wouldn't be on this if not for free to play. Cody Joker my rash is pretty good. Hasoginos, they have a loot cap. You can only get 49 loot boxes to level 100. Then you have to buy them if you want other cosmetics. Hasoginos, so I might buy some later on. But Hasoginos, they have the characters in that thing too. So the characters the classes you have to buy at some point, or the classes are not going to that, because I believe this is just for the skins. I believe that they have a cap, but I don't know. I hope they don't put the classes into the cap, because that could be pretty crazy. See, they put the classes too into it, because they're not supposed to. It's best. So I might buy some later on, um, but I doubt it at this point. Scotty Joker, Costa is only at the end game because of his nose gas. Mm. And so, his trapping ability is nasty. Uh, an ability to block doors. Oh yeah. So, right now you can earn enough currency to buy the two characters by level 40, I believe. But today, some data miners announced what is likely two more characters, Reddish, and a possible list of 8 more on the way. Wow. Cody Joker says Marriage Decoy is pretty good as well. Bamboozle. Yeah. Oh, that's the name of the decoy, Bamboozle. Yeah, the decoy thing is creating pretty crazy situation for a lot of people. Like I was watching on a stream the other day, people was playing with that guy, my Rash, and just with the decoy, he was able to escape many crazy situations. He almost win the match just by using the decoy and making believe the enemy that they are in one point when we was like like in another point. It was pretty crazy to watch that guy playing with that. You know, the good thing with the go is like a smart. Is you are behind a tree, the 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 thing, the holographic thing, act in one way. So you are, so you send it like a to run. You can send it to run far away. It's pretty smart. It's pretty smart with how they deal with the bamboozle thing. Yeah, that's why people like in the game because it creates a lot of crazy situations, a lot of stuff the enemies doesn't expect. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's kind of looks good. Let me see if I can hide this. Yeah. Let me see if I can do the outside outline. There's so many lines, crazy lines. I had to be careful with the crazy lines, crazy lines. I really had to put it big like that. As a kid, it can be okay, but I have only shot about 50 cars. Carly Jokers, yeah, 145 bamboos confirmed, love. uh, yeah, it all depends on how people use it. Because maybe in some situations it can be like pretty obvious that it's a decoy, but in other situations it could be pretty difficult to detect that it's a decoy running from one place to another. It all depends on the situation, how people use it. And how the people use it. Cody Joker says, but yeah, I think they said March new characters on Battle Pass plus more. Mm. Wow, that's pretty good that they just gonna release content right away. Well, they are a AAA developer. They got like a lot of people working in that game. But right now, Respawn Entertainment has a lot of game going on. They has like a Star Wars 2 they're gonna make. Then they have like another Titanfall game they're gonna make. It's like so many things for one developer. I believe they have a lot of people working in that company. That they have like so many projects going on. On top of that, they had to make sure the Apex Legends is still going on. So they they got a lot of stuff going on already. Cody Joker said, "Yeah, Lord, it's like me. Something moves, shoot." Yes, that's why it works for a lot of people because a lot of people see somebody moving. They don't. It kind of makes sense. You don't have no time to see if oh it's a decoy or it's a good person. That's why the decoys in that game is working because nobody wanna die. If you see somebody running, you're gonna shoot it. You are gonna shoot it no matter what. You're gonna shoot the bamboozle. The only complaint about that cat, Mirage that I have, is like he acts like he's a big deal in in a universe where everybody's like basically trying to survive. he's like he's having like a good time in that game. He looks like he's having a good time. He's not surviving nothing. He's just having a good time. Kind of clash. It's not like I don't like the character. It's like a kind of clash from the situation that's happening. That's the only problem I have with the character, with my Mirage character. Karaoke, I then turn around, I am dead. Low. Has again, haven't you been playing with friends? I have done all about games random. Oh yeah, I am very careful about that. What I should. Yeah. Yeah, because it could be a trap too. You can be ambushed pretty easily. See, you just begin to shoot decoys all the time. Can be ambushed pretty easily. It's a double-edged sword. But it's a good thing for the game that it makes people think. It's not brainless battle royale game. It kind of make the people think to create strategies and create difficult situations for the enemies, which is pretty nice. Which should be like the goal for every single game out there to make people think how they take the decisions and everything. Karaoke, all my games are randoms. As again, people are aggressive in that game. I don't want to bring anyone to me unless I think I am getting at least one kill. Oh, I believe they're gonna put. I heard like a single player mode, something like that. You can be able to play that game by yourself, like solo game mode is coming to that game. Somebody was talking about like they're planning to do like a solo. I believe the map is pretty good to do solo. It doesn't matter if you jump in with your team. At some point, you are playing that game solo too. So I believe they got enough people that can do the solo mode because they didn't want it to do in the beginning because of they were afraid to split the community too much. But now they got like a lot of people. They can do it. They can do solo thing. Hasuki's randoms can be frustrating. Yeah, that's the reason. It looks like a lot of people are complaining about the randoms, people. You jump in with people you don't even know. If they troll you all the time, taking you all your loot, taking all the stuff, it's kind of crazy. That's why you see a lot of people splitting from the drop. When they drop in, they split because they don't want to be sometimes somebody else taking the loot. They want to take the loot too. That's why you see a lot of people splitting because they want to jump on and take the loot. It's a risk, of course, but that's what they do. See, they do now. They can do the solo game mode. They got a lot of people. They're not gonna be splitting the community a lot. They can do whatever now with that game. It will work. A lot of people are waiting for something like that for solo games because not a lot of people are happy going down with more people. Not a lot of people like to play battle royales with more people. The joke is I had my PS4 about 2 years, and now I still only got 3 friends on my friend list low. The joke is random tell me about it. Has again 3 more than me, and I have had one since launch. A PS3 for years before that. Never once multiplayer on Xbox 360, PS3 forward. I'm good with multiplayer games because basically, when I play multiplayer games, I always follow the thing. I never been like the leader. I don't like to be the leader, take the decisions and everything else. For me to take decisions, I cannot be like a in combat. I have to be like in one place, taking decisions and everything. But I always follow orders and do what my thing is try to figure it out what my thing is trying to do and stuff like that. I never go like for the 100%. Follow me, people. Because most of the my multiplayer games, even though I'm trying to be serious, I don't play like for 100% serious. I play for the more for the social aspect that oh I'm not playing alone, I'm playing with more people. But yeah, multiplayer could be frustrating sometimes when you wanna win, and when you wanna do better stuff. Is somebody else is trolling you, killing you. Like I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 4. There was last week a lot of people was killing me for no reason. Like really, we should just jump in. You get together that person for loot, or you grab some loot that he wanted. He kill you. Like oh really? They do a lot of stuff like that in the Call of Duty. You can report it, but I really know why they did it. They did it for the loot. I'm not gonna report that. At least next thing, I get another match where the guy was killing every a whole team. Like he wanted to be solo. If for some reason didn't figure it out how to go solo, or I don't know what is the reason behind it. That's why I got. I always try to see to understand the situation. And he killed almost the whole thing. I believe that he get reported by other person because no nobody likes it. That's crazy. You wanna play solo, man? Just go solo. Don't go with a team of people because it could be frustrating for the people if you decided to kill everybody without mercy. Yeah. I believe this. I believe this one is gonna take another stream. I'm gonna finish in the next stream because it's getting late for me. This is gonna take like maybe 2 hour more for me to finish all the things that needs to be finished. It's gonna take a while. We already has like 3 hours 34 minutes in the stream, so I'm not planning to have more time. I got another string after this one, people. So see you can be you can leave your notifications on for the next stream. It's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be pretty nice. It's gonna be a talk show, so you wanna jump in that one later on after 1 or 2 hours. I'm gonna be jumping in the talk show after I finish this one. 1 or 2 hours. Uh, it's gonna be nice because we're gonna be talking about many things, many games, many stuff that's happening in the gaming community. The stuff about the give it away, the next give it away that is the next give it away that we are doing it. I cannot talk about it the next last time, but we're gonna talk about a game that coming with some changes. The next give it away is coming with some changes and why it's coming with those changes too. So talk shows over here. It's pretty good to know the direction I wanna send my channel, the channel, how things are coming. Yeah, I think the things that are mentioned, like those lines, stuff like that, gonna continue doing it in the next week because I'm being here for a while already. Yeah, but it's looking good. When they put the thing behind it and everything's gonna be it's gonna look better. How's it going? All right, buddy. Well, time for me to go to make dinner. Have yourself a good rest of the streams and maybe catch you later. Oh, thank you for coming, Mr. Hashagidon. Thank you for coming. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that you decided to come to my streams and to have a few moments, a few moments of fun. Thank you for coming. I'm looking forward. Remember that we're gonna have another streams later on. We're gonna have another streams that show. So you later on wanna come over here, keep your notifications on so you don't miss out. You don't miss that stream. How did you say I really enjoy this respawn, but hate it when you're running to get their banner and they DC low. Hasugido, so frustrating. There should be penalties. Yeah, there should be penalty for people that leave the match overall. But penalties in games doesn't work pretty good because people get mad. Is I'm not gonna play this game. I believe I believe that happens in Lawbreakers because Lawbreaker has a penalty system. So you leave the match. Sometimes you need to wait. They used to take experience from you, and you had to wait like a 1 2 minutes in order to get a match again. It was pretty crazy. So it was pretty punishing to make sure people don't leave the match, but people was still leaving. Cody Jokers, yeah, you should see use all of the free sites. Nice to talking to you. Yeah, see you use all the free site. Oh, thank you for coming, Mr. Cody Joker. Thank you for being here in the stream. Remember, we're gonna have another stream after this one, so you wanna participate. Keep your notifications on, so I'm gonna you see when I get online. Cody Joker's a penalties. Nice idea. Hasugidan, take it easy, Joker. Catch you later, bye. Thank you for coming, Mr. Hasugidan. Thank you for stopping by. It was pretty nice to talk to you. Cause Jokers are just instant dead, lol. Yeah. Yeah, they gotta do something because that kind of games suffer sometimes when people decided to say bye bye in the middle of the match and stuff like that. It's kind of working against what they're trying to do right now. Yeah. Well, people are gonna say thank you to the people that watched the stream today. Was having a lot of fun, but it's time to go. I'm gonna say thank you to Hasugiton for being in the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Raikins for being in the stream. Yeah, Raikins was here. Can I get confused with the colors? Yeah, it has the same color of my letter of my name. Thank you for coming, Mr. Cowley Joker. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice. I'm gonna say thank you to the people that support my streams every single month with the mercy. I'm gonna say thank you to Miss Fuzzy Panda Sucks. Yeah, Fuzzy Panda Sucks. Thank you for coming. Thank you for support my streams with the mercy every single time. It is pretty nice, pretty awesome. Keep it on, Mr. Panda Sucks. It really gave me hope that everything in the future is gonna be alright. I gotta say thank you to Hasugido for the support too. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome that Hasugido is supporting my streams every single month. And today, he continues supporting my streams, which is pretty nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you for everything you do, Mr. Hasugido. Yeah. I'm gonna remind you people to follow my Twitters. Every single piece of information, every single thing that I do in these channels and different channels and games related stuff, I put it over here in my Twitter. It's a pretty good place to see, to catch up with other things that I do. So don't miss out. The link is in the chat. Remember that we were using the Wacom tablet for doing these pieces of art. This one is not finished, so next week we're gonna continue doing it. This piece of art stuff that are looking pretty good, Lawbreaker related. So that you can follow If you can follow the Wacom tablet, Twitter could be nice. Cody Joker says, bye, 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 everybody. Bye, Mr. Cody Joker. Thank you for coming. That was pretty nice, pretty awesome to hear you, to be here. That was pretty nice. People, you can stay over there for the raid. Remember that we raid a lot of people after the stream. People, we were using the another software. Another software is like the R-Rage. Pretty good software to paint, pretty affordable too. So don't miss out. Check it out. Check it out. The Twitter's in the chat, so you know what it's all about. Next week we're gonna be playing Paladins. So don't miss out. That the stream is gonna be awesome, and we have another third show after this one. After 1 or 2 hours, maybe 1 o'clock in the night, because it's 11 now. Maybe in 12 or 1 o'clock in the night we're gonna be talking about games and everything. It's gonna be pretty awesome. It's not gonna be a super long one, but it's gonna be pretty awesome one. Remember that the loot is gonna be in February 20. So you are in the list of the winners over here. Don't forget to send me the to send me the friend request for the Steam gift card. Si you are going for the Steam gift card, you need to friend me a friend request for my Steam. My Steam is Bacor. Bacor is my profile. Bacor without the TV. Bacor only like that. So you send me a friend request over there. So you wanna get the 25 Steam gift card before 3 days. Yeah, you gotta do it now. You gotta do it now because you're not gonna have time. So you do it tomorrow. You gotta do it now. Or otherwise, you're gonna get the 25 cent card after the February 20. We don't want that. So you going for the PayPal donation. You know how to do basically nothing. Just give me the email address associated with your PayPal account, so I can send you the 25 PayPal donation. Yeah, people, we were doing the third page, of the Titan class. It's gonna be there after this one. It's gonna be in the bottom after this one. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. The stuff we are doing them. And we hope you like it. We hope you like it in the same way we are liking it. Yeah, I'm gonna say thank you to every single person that was hosting my stream today. Pretty awesome people hosting my stream without mercy. I'm gonna say thank you to Last Child that was hosting my stream. Oh, I didn't make it the list. Last Child, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. The Last Child is nice. Spread the word on my channel. Bring get more people to the streams. I'm gonna say thank you to Cody Jockey for the host. Cody Jockey for the host. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it, Mr. Cody Jockey. It was pretty fun. Cody Jockey came up here, and talk to us too. This is something that I really like it when the people do. Thank you for all your support, Mr. Cody Jockey. I'm gonna say thank you to AC80. AC80 was hosting my stream today. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it, Mr. AC80. I wanna see one day AC80 surprise me coming to the streams one day, or do some streams, because that's another thing. A lot of people don't stream. It's kind of difficult to support you if you don't stream, because the streams is the way we give you the donations, the bits, and everything. So how are we gonna support you if you don't do the streams, man? You will like it. You will like it. You're gonna have all my support. All my support. So if I catch you streaming, it's a win-win situation. I'm gonna say thank you to you, brand new hitter. Your brand new hitter was hosting my stream too. Yeah, it's pretty nice guy that he decided to host my streams every single time. Did that mercy. Keep it up, Mr. You brand new hitter. I really like it when you host my streams. I'm gonna say thank you to House of Gideon. House of Gideon was hosting my stream today. It is pretty nice that House of Gideon decided to host my streams without mercy too. I really appreciate it, Mr. House of Gideon. Keep it up. It really makes me happy because it brings more people to the stream from time to time, which is pretty nice. It's always nice. I'm gonna say thank you to the Money Kitty Judge. The Money Kitty Judge, thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it, Mr. The Kitty Judge. Looking forward to see the Money Kitty Judge. Was like a yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was here in the stream. It was pretty nice, pretty awesome. Looking forward to see you in the next streams. See you can do it. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna say thank you to Miss Sorceress. She never come into my streams. I don't know, but she is supporting my stream pretty heavily with the host. Putting his channel basically to advertise my channel, which is always something good. It's always good, good, good. I'm gonna say thank you to sufficient geometry. Well, the music is pretty quiet. Sufficient geometry. Thank you for the host. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice, pretty awesome. That sufficient geometry decided to host my stream too, which is pretty always it's always nice. I'm gonna say thank you to Mr. Talkers. Mr. Talkers. Thank you for the host, Mr. Talkers. Thank you for everything you do. I really appreciate it. It's pretty nice. It's pretty awesome that Mr. Talker decided to host my streams. Mr. Talker is hosting my streams every single time since a long, long time. I want to say thank you to him for that. It's really nice. I want to say thank you to Fuzzy Panda Sucks. Fuzzy Panda Sucks. Thank you for the host. I really appreciate you hosting my streams. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice that she hosting my streams. Kind of difficult for her to come into my streams right now because of the schedule, but she is still supporting me. Pretty nice, which is very important. It really makes me happy. Yeah, I believe I say everybody. Give me the mandatory shout outs for the people that make some sacrifices for me to keep streaming, to help me to continue forward. I really appreciate it. Without you guys, it could be super hard, super hard to continue streaming to do these things. But you never forget that you are the most important part of the gaming community. Without you, it's hard for a lot of people, for everybody, to do the things that we are doing, people. Yeah, people, after this stream, we're gonna have another stream, so don't miss out. So you can keep yourself in the chat so we can raise somebody to laugh. Yeah, let me see who's is gonna be the next guy. They're gonna be streaming. Try not to repeat rates, to give opportunity to a lot of people. Oh, this guys is doing the Apex. This guy is doing the Apex. A lot of people are doing the Apex. I'm gonna see if I can rate this guy that is doing the Apex. Yeah, which is a very awesome game for response time. Well, people, thank you for coming. See, you can stay in the chat. I'm gonna appreciate it and see you later. See you later with another stream. So I'm gonna say bye bye.